Radio Sports.
Don't miss a minute of Kentucky Sports Radio.
I say that way. I don't want people to get their hopes up.
Kentucky Sports Radio.
It's kind of funny.
Kentucky has one of the most expansive state park systems in the nation. For decades, the parks have been bringing people together for family reunions, fishing, hiking, and a wealth of other activities. What's your favorite memory of a Kentucky state park? Unfortunately, it takes more than governmental support to keep the parks vibrant. The Kentucky State Parks Foundation raises money to create educational programs for elementary school kids to connect them with nature, handicappable hiking trails, and the preservation of historical artifacts. Make a tax-deductible donation online at KentuckyStateParksFoundation.org.
President Biden is in Peru, where he will meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping on the sidelines of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit. The two leaders are set to meet tomorrow, where they're expected to discuss resuming military-to-military contact, the global fentanyl crisis, and how to deal with the rapid growth of artificial intelligence. The White House says Biden also plans to express deep concern over China's support for Russia's invasion of Ukraine and Beijing's military actions around Taiwan, which China sees as part of its country. Suicide rates in the military are still on the rise. Mark Mayfield reports.
A new report found there was a slight uptick in military suicides in 2023 compared to 2022, which follows a decade-long trend of suicide rates increasing among service members. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said the findings urgently demonstrate the need for the department to redouble its work in the complex fields of suicide prevention.
Aaron Rodgers isn't ready to hang up his cleats just yet. Jacqueline Carl with more.
The Jets starting quarterback said that he wants to play next season despite being in the midst of one of the worst statistical seasons of his career. Rodgers is returning from Achilles surgery, has battled hamstring, knee, and ankle injuries, but has yet to miss a snap this season. The 40-year-old is under contract for the 2025 season, but the Jets would have to exercise a $35 million option bonus to bring him back. New York is tied for last in the AFC East at 3-7 and will host the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday.
The CMA Awards show is adding more than a dozen performers. Luke Combs, Eric Church, Megan Maroney, and Casey Musgraves are among the newly announced acts who will take the stage at next week's ceremony. CMA Awards will air live from Nashville's Bridgestone Arena on ABC on November 20th. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Governor Andy Beshear will appoint the successor on the Mercer County Fiscal Court to Magistrate Jackie Claycomb. We told you last month that longtime Mercer County Magistrate Jackie Claycomb was stepping down from the Fiscal Court. The Harrisburg Herald's reporting that the county is interviewing potential candidates to take Claycomb's upcoming open seat. That will ultimately be up to Governor Beshear to pick the replacement. Claycomb has served in the Fiscal Court for more than a decade, and his seat will come open at the beginning of the new year. Mercer County Judge Executive Sarah Steele says she's been interviewing candidates and will submit 3 names to Beshear for consideration. Steele also said the seat could be vacant for a few months before the governor does appoint someone. The City of Danville's annual leaf collection is underway now. It started on Wednesday of this week, but if you missed the first run-through in your neighborhood, don't worry, they're making 2 passes through the city. What do you need to do? Well, place your leaves in piles between the curb and sidewalk if there's enough room. If not, then place it in your yard next to the sidewalk. Just remember, don't block the sidewalk with leaves. Don't place the leaves in the drainage ditch, and don't place them on the street. This is also just for leaves, not for other debris. As for when they'll be in your neighborhood, because of the number of streets in Danville, there's no way to go over each one individually. But if you go to the City of Danville website, that's danvilleky.gov, you can find the map with corresponding dates there of when they'll make their way into your street. I'm Joe Mathis.
It's time to make important decisions about your Medicare prescription drug coverage. The Kentucky State Health Insurance Assistance Program provides free, unbiased guidance in selecting a Medicare Part D or Medicare Advantage plan. If you have questions or help, the Kentucky State Health Insurance Assistance Program guides you through the enrollment period, which ends December 7th. More information is available about Kentucky SHIP or how you volunteer at 1-877-293-7447. That's 1-877-293-7447.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre. I'm the relationship banker for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Did you know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal, and while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at cartownkiausa.com.
Cartown Kia is on Lexington Road, Nicholasville.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by your Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg and Outdoor Power and Rental. Visit Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg for their weekly and monthly specials. North College Street.
We've got a slight chance of drizzle before 8 this morning. Otherwise, it's going to be cloudy with a high of 54. Football Friday night tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 42. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, gradually becoming sunny, high of 59. Partly cloudy tomorrow night and a low of 39. Mostly sunny on Sunday, high of 65. For Monday, it's going to be partly sunny, high of 66. Tuesday, showers likely mainly before 1, partly sunny, high of 68. Chance of showers on Wednesday, partly sunny, high of 58. Showers likely on Thursday, partly sunny, high of 45. Right now, under cloudy skies, we have 49 degrees in Harrodsburg at 6:09. Good Friday morning to you. This is the 15th day of November. Reddy Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Friday morning on WHBN AM and FM, hometownlive.net, seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations in Harrodsburg, Mercer County, or Bergen, and song requests are gladly taken at 859-734-4321, 734-4321. That's the number to use if you want to register somebody for the DQ ice cream cake. We're giving another one away today before 10 a.m. for those having a birthday or anniversary between the 9th and the 15th. We have registered right now Sherry and Gary Irvin and Olivia Wolford. It's only 2 we've got at this point, all right? 734-4321. Now, birthdays, we do birthdays for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all right? So far today, we have Erica Sluter, Joanne Watts, Greg Wilson. Tomorrow, Goldie Goldsmith-Vigneri, Vicky Carlisle. And on Sunday, Doc Goodlett.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from Martina McBride. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Martina, for stopping by so early to sing happy birthday to Doc, Vicky, Goldie, Greg, Joanne, and Erica. All right, now it's time for me to give you the 7 things today is for the DQ. Today is quiz, all right? All you have to do is remember one of the 7 things, be the first in, and wait till the 7:30 weather forecast, okay? Please don't call early. Wait to make it fair for everybody. Wait till I start doing the weather forecast to call. And if you can tell me one of the 7 things today is, and you've not won this month, you win once a month, pick a winning up within 30 days. If you can do that, then I'll give you a tasty treat from DQ for where happy tastes good. All right, are you ready to find out what today is? Let's do it. Today is America Recycles Day, American Enterprise Day, I Love to Write Day, Day of the Imprisoned Writer, Steve Irwin Day, remember the old crocodile guy? National Bunt Day, it's B-U-N-D-T, and National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. You don't do that every week, I guess, so celebrate those accordingly. Celebrate. Power Hour number 1. Those of you just getting up right now, guess what? It's time to start the weekend because we do this. Oh, thank you so much, Fred. We so look forward to hearing from you every hour on Friday morning to get the weekend officially started. Now, Here is your life hack. In a rush to cook dinner, boil your water in an electric kettle. Pour it onto the pot on the stove. Not only will this save you time, but it also is more energy efficient. I'll have to try that. Your positive thought, if I'm going to sing like someone else, then I don't need to sing at all. That's pretty good stuff there. And this is good stuff right here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bob Allen Motor Mall, the Hometown Radio Network, proudly out in America with the playing of our national anthem done by Henson.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare fell on the steaming air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The Bob Allen Motor Mall on the Hometown Radio Network proudly honored America with the playing of our national anthem done by Hanson. By the way, Isaac Hanson, singer with Hanson, is 44 years old on Sunday. All right, I told you we would get here, kids. We have made it to another weekend. So that just leaves me to tell you to sit back, relax, and watch the pictures fly through the air on this Friday, November 15th. Good morning to you.
The following program contains material not suitable for children, adults, or childish adults.
Wop, bop, a loo, bop, the weekend's here. It's Friday, alrighty. It's Friday, alrighty. Woo, this is my day, alrighty. 'Cause it's Friday, alrighty. I love Friday, alrighty. Wop, bop, a loo, bop, the weekend's here. I go to work, I ain't lazy, but sometimes it drives me crazy. Woo, so much work that I find I start to lose my mind. But when Friday comes along, I'm so glad to be alive, 'cause I know later tonight I'm gonna party overtime. It's Friday, alrighty. It's Friday, alrighty. Woo, this is my day, alrighty. 'Cause it's Friday, alrighty. I love Friday, alrighty. Wop, bop, a loo, bop, the weekend's here. Another week, I made it through. Now I know just what to do. I'm gonna scream when I get home. Woo, call my friends up on the phone. We're gonna have a ball, so much fun it's out of sight. So you better not expect us home till late on Sunday night. It's Friday, alrighty. It's Friday, alrighty. Woo, this is my day, alrighty. 'Cause it's Friday, alrighty. I love Friday.
Let me kiss it.
Thank God it's Friday.
It is definitely Friday.
Ooh, I feel it!
I feel like eating meatloaf, not pancakes.
Okay, feels like my hair is growing.
We're not getting any younger.
You know, there was a time when I did think I was getting younger, but it turns out that that was my medication.
Ma'am, are you taking any medication?
The grown-up in me likes the prospect of fun.
Oh, God, should we ask somebody for help? It's party time.
I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. I try so hard, I can't rise above it. Don't know what it is about that little gal's loving, but I like it, I love it, I want some more of it.
What if I find myself stranded in a snow cave with a stern but comely lady geologist, both of us knowing that our only chance for survival is the heat from our naked bodies?
May I use your restroom? I took a laxative and a stool hardener. Oh, and they're fighting it out in there.
Look, this is my reputation we're talking about here. My time machine has been activated.
Time machine?
Yay!
I love it. I want some more of it. I tried so hard. I can't rise above it. Don't know what it is about that little gal's oven, but I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
Thank God it's Friday. It was the longest week ever.
I got a headache and the runs.
I think we could all use a drink.
Yeah, the way I feel, I can use a stiff drink.
The answer is, this is the color of snow.
Water's yellow.
Fantastic.
So just come on, let's go. I mean it. Am's great.
Friday is my happy day, always feeling snappy day. Monday is a crappy day, when Monday comes, I'm feeling bummed, 'cause the weekend is through. Friday is on, soon we'll be free.
I love Friday.
And happy hour, you will find me.
I love Friday.
At 5 o'clock, it's quitting time. At 5 o'clock, I'll scream 'cause I love Fridays.
Oh, don't we all love Fridays, because that means it's Saturday and Sunday. It is 6:18 and a half. You are getting it on WHBN AM and FM. What else are you getting? Well, you are going to get Joe's Look at Sports coming up. We'll have NBC Entertainment news from our local businesses. We kindly ask you to get behind all our mom and pops and support them year-round, especially during Christmas time, because they really need your support. A lot of the profits made then, so please remember our local businesses. Bottom of the hour news from KNN. We'll have your weather forecast. We'll have some laughs together, and we'll kick it with Kenneth Riley. 7 o'clock hour, Steve Bertram's sports report comes dribbling in. After that, look at Kentucky football with Tom Leach, the voice of the Wildcats. 7:20, Rooster Local Talent Showcase. 7:35, DQ Today is Quiz. 7:45, good news from Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance. 8 o'clock hour, we will be talking with Craig East about 8:30, our head football coach, as they set up a huge playoff game tonight as Cal comes calling to Mercer. We'll have a game right here on 99.5 WHBN. And then we will have random facts from David Hopewell after that. Kim King, State Rep Report. After the 9 o'clock news and weather forecast, Brian Milam, my buddy, the sports director, Channel 27 WKYT, he'll be in. We'll be talking about the UK basketball program and the football program. And then at 9:35, Larry the Legend Sanders got a special guest this morning as well. So that's the way it is. Hope you can stick and stay. We will keep you entertained the best way we know how, right here on WHBN AM and FM. All right, Joe, any NFL news?
The Eagles take command of the NFC East. The Chiefs kicker injured. Connor McDavid setting records. Those are the headlines on this Friday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Friday morning sports, starting off in the NFL, where the Philadelphia Eagles are one of the hottest teams in the league. The Eagles beat the Commanders 26-18 last night. The Eagles' win increased their NFC East lead and improved their win streak to 6 in a row. They're currently 3-0 in the division after winning their third consecutive game against the Commanders. The Commanders have now dropped 2 straight games, but are still firmly in the NFC playoff hunt. The Eagles have topped 100 yards rushing in every game this season now. That trend continued yesterday. The Eagles' rushing attack produced 228 yards and 3 touchdowns. It was Saquon Barkley who was Philadelphia's best offensive player. His 23-yard touchdown run effectively put the game away in the fourth quarter. On the Eagles' next series, Barkley found a hole up the middle and raced for a 39-yard touchdown run. That sealed the deal for good. Barkley came into Week 11 ranking second in the NFL yards from scrimmage and rushing yards. The Eagles' star running back logged 198 yards from scrimmage and 2 touchdowns last night. He had 146 yards in the ground and now has 6 100-yard rushing games on the season. Staying in the NFL, the Kansas City Chiefs will be without another key figure as they put their undefeated record on the line Sunday against the Bills. Kicker Harrison Butker is being placed on IR with a left knee injury, according to multiple reports, ruling him out for at least the next 4 games. NFL's Ian Rappaport reported Butker will undergo surgery to trim his meniscus, with a return expected towards the end of the regular season and playoffs. Kansas City is signing Spencer Schrader off the New York Jets practice squad to take over the kicking duties. Butker, whose career 89.21% field goal conversion rate ranks him 3rd in league history, is 18 for 20 this year, with his lone misses coming from beyond 50 yards. In the National Hockey League, Connor McDavid is already the best player of this generation. Now his name is listed among the best players of all time. The Edmonton Oilers star picked up his 1,000th career point on Thursday night, becoming the 4th fastest NHL player to reach that milestone. The 2015 number 1 overall pick did it in 659 games. Gretzky got it done in 424 games. Mario Lemieux in 516, and Mike Bussey needed 656. Peter Stastny was 5th at 682. Those 4 players are in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Surely McDavid is making his way there as well. He's just 27 years old. And in competitive skiing news, 5 years after retiring from competitive skiing, former Olympic gold medalist Lindsey Vonn is coming back. The 4-time world champion said in an interview with the New York Times that knee replacement surgery 7 months ago has stunningly allowed her to return to the slopes pain-free, and that she will rejoin the U.S. ski team on Friday with a focus on the Super G and downhill. Obviously, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't hope to be racing. I have aspirations. I love to go fast. How fast can I go? I don't know, said Vonn. At 40 years old, she calls her desire to return to competitive skiing, quote, amazing and definitely not planned. Those are the headlines on this Friday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Dave Coulier from the TV show Full House is battling cancer.
He revealed his diagnosis on Wednesday's Today Show.
5 weeks ago, I was diagnosed with stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And in that time, I've had 3 surgeries. I've had chemo. I've lost a little bit of hair.
The 65-year-old, known to fans as Uncle Joey, said doctors have told him his curability rate is likely upwards of 90%. Coulier says he's tried to retain a sense of reality, but also a sense of humor about his diagnosis. He joked with the Today hosts that in just a matter of weeks, he's gone from a Virgo to a Cancer. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
Coldplay's ongoing Music of the Spheres tour is expanding even further after being named the highest-grossing rock tour ever. The band announced they'll be playing what they're calling their biggest show ever in India. It's going down on January 25th in a stadium that can hold at least 100,000 attendees. A mystery guest will be announced soon. Coldplay's Music of the Spheres tour has grossed over $1 billion.
It's not enough to survive. You've got to live.
Was that the Dalai Lama?
Just Harry Styles, I think.
The first trailer for the final installment in the Bridget Jones's franchise is being released. Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy, stars Renee Zellweger as the title character once again. The film will release on Peacock on February 13th. That's entertainment. I'm Jacqueline Carl.
Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
Brought to you by Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Few things are more important for safe driving than good eyesight. That's why starting January 1st, 2025, a new Kentucky law requires vision screening for anyone renewing a driver's license. Simply bring your completed vision form from your vision specialist to any driver licensing regional office, or get free vision screening at the time of renewal. For more details, go to drive.ky.gov.
A message from Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet.
We're
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here. Mulch to Go now has Rock to Go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 859-715-7575. They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner of 127 and Beaumont Avenue. Mulch to Go.
Mulch to Go.
When it comes to your money, there's a lot to think about. Paying bills, setting a family budget, and retirement. Farmers National Bank cares about your financial well-being and is here to help. Visit the bank's website at fnbky.com to check out their financial wellness section with short videos on budgeting, saving, paying off debt, and more. You can also stop into a branch or call to ask the bank's financial professionals for advice. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
If I die young, bury me in satin, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Lord, make me a rainbow, I'll shine down on my mother. She'll know I'm safe with you when she stands under my colors. Oh, and life ain't always what you think it ought to be. No, ain't even gray, but she buries her baby. The sharp knife of a short life. Well, I've had just enough time. If I die young, bury me in satin, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song, the sharp knife of a short life. Well, I've had just enough time, and I'll be wearing white when I come into your kingdom. I'm as green as the ring on my little cold finger. I've never known the loving of a man, but it sure felt nice when he was holding my hand. There's a boy here in town says you'll love me forever. Who would have thought forever could be severed by the sharp knife of a short life? Well, I've had just enough time. So put on your best boys and I'll wear my pearls. What I never did is done. A penny for my thoughts, oh no, I'll sell them for $1. They're worth so much more after I'm a goner, and maybe then you'll hear the words I've been singing. Funny when you're dead, how people start listening.
The band Perry, If I Die Young. Reed Perry, 36 on Sunday. 6:30.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
After almost 9 hours, Louisville fire crews on Thursday night rescued a worker who fell 10 to 12 feet in a void area.
Fortunately, our well-trained team at Louisville Fire Department that the world has seen shine before, shined again today and rescued this individual who has now been transported to Louisville Hospital, where he is in great hands there.
Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg. It happened at a construction site in the 300 block of East Chestnut Street, where the former community correctional way for the future home of Lumed Commons. Fire Chief Brian O'Neill said the work hand, which made it a slow process. void area as he was buried up to his head. The Lexington Police Department has issued a golden alert for a missing woman. Pamela Silverman, 75, was last seen on November 5th in the 3,300 block of Snaffle Road. She's 5'8" and approximately 180 pounds with blue eyes. Silverman has a mental health condition and is believed to be traveling in a white 2012 Toyota Highlander with Kentucky license plate 447 NPS. Anyone with knowledge of Pamela Silverman's whereabouts is asked to call 911. Meantime, in Covington, police have issued a golden alert for a missing man. 78-year-old John Figg last seen November 8th at Brent Spence Square in Cincinnati when Veterans Affairs dropped him off. He's 5'9", 100 pounds with white hair, hazel eyes, and dementia, with some reports claiming he's suicidal. To be in anyone with information on Figg's whereabouts is asked to call 911. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg. 540 North College Street next to Timmy's 5 Point. Shop and save with Howard Carpenter.
We got a slight chance of drizzle before 8 this morning. Otherwise, it's going to be cloudy today with a high of 54. Mostly cloudy. Football Friday night tonight and a low of 42. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Gradually becoming sunny. High of 59. Partly cloudy tomorrow night and a low of 39. Mostly sunny on Sunday. High of 65. Monday, start our work week off. Partly sunny. High of 66. Right now, we have cloudy skies. 49 degrees in Harrodsburg at 6:32 and a half. Good Friday morning to you. This is the 15th day of November. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making this a part of your Friday morning right here on WHBN, AM and FM, hometownlive.net, seeing at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. You ready to laugh? We got some laughs queued up just for you. We start out with Love It or Underwater Alien Base.
TV. Watch as our team makes renovations and gives homeowners a choice. It's love it or live in an underwater alien base right here on Earth.
All right, over here's the kitchen. We put in all new appliances.
Cool, but there aren't any aliens in here.
Nope, but the fridge is stainless steel. Pretty nice. Now let's go check out the den.
Is there a UFO in there? One that crash landed or whatever?
No, just a sofa.
Ah, I see.
So I guess I don't even have to ask this, but do you want to love it or live in an underwater alien base right here on Earth?
What do you think, dummy?
Right.
It's all coming up on Love It or Live in an Underwater Alien Base right here on Earth. Only on HGTV.
Bear costume car attacks.
Looking for an exciting new career?
I sure am.
Do you own a bear costume?
I think so.
Do you know how to stage attacks on luxury cars to fool insurance companies?
I suppose I could learn, sure.
Then you could get a job dressing in a bear costume and staging attacks on luxury cars to fool insurance companies. Yes, we're looking for a few qualified applicants who will wear a bear costume, stage attacks on luxury cars, and trick insurance companies into giving payouts. And you could earn up to $141,000.
I was getting so bored at my job as a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, so I dug through my storage unit and found the bear costume I wore for Halloween 12 years ago and started smashing up expensive cars. And I got an insurance company to pay me $141,000.
Amazing. So what are you waiting for? Get off the couch and apply to be a person who wears a bear costume and stages attacks on luxury cars to fool insurance companies. Your new career starts today.
Pink Slip Recruiter.
Finding the right person to hire can be tough, and finding the right person to fire can be even tougher. That's why there's Pink Slip Recruiter, the website that gives you all sorts of tips and strategies on how to fire people.
As the CEO of Boeing, one of the most stressful parts of my job is finding new and creative ways and reasons to fire people. But Pink Slip Recruiter makes it easy.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sheila. Hang on, let me just type your name into Pink Slip Recruiter. Okay. Sheila, you stole Jeff's stapler off of his desk a few weeks ago and never returned it.
Huh?
Plus, when you parked in your parking spot, you parked kind of crooked, which is conduct unbecoming of an employee here at Boeing. I'm sorry, you're fired.
Oh, come on.
Thanks, Pink Slip Recruiter. All right, back to my yacht.
Pink Slip Recruiter. Who says firing people is never easy? Log on now.
Lead chocolate.
There's only one chocolate that's decadent, delicious, and filled with very dangerous chemicals, and that is lead chocolate. Yes, our lead chocolatiers have mastered the art of handcrafting the finest lead and cadmium-based chocolate. Listen to this lead chocolate lover.
Ugh, I don't feel so good. And I've lost vision in my right eye. Can't see anything out of it. But the chocolate's pretty good, I guess. And My tooth just fell out.
Mom, can I have some more lead chocolate?
No, Timmy, save yourself from this painful existence.
But it's the lead and cadmium that make it so good.
There goes another tooth.
Lead chocolate. In stores now.
Pet costumes for Thanksgiving.
You love Thanksgiving, and you love your pets. Now drag them into your Thanksgiving celebration with pet costumes from Pet Place. We have cute little pilgrim hats and coats for your dog, and adorable feathered headdresses and buckskins for your cat. This holiday, dress your unsuspecting pet in awkward little outfits that force Fluffy and Rex into a disturbing and possibly offensive depiction of the first Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving pet costumes from Pet Place. Because it's just not a holiday if you haven't humiliated an animal.
Chinese influencer eats pig feed in extreme attempt to save money.
I do not eat human food, and let me tell you why. I love eating pig feet, and I will until I die.
All right, let's check in a late night laugh, see what happened overnight with Jimmy Fallon.
The fight is on Netflix, so around the 5th round, I think we're going to find out that Mike Tyson is actually made of cake.
Mike Tyson takes on Jake Paul tonight. Melania not moving to the White House?
Melania Trump is unlikely to move into the White House full time for Trump's second term. Yeah. When asked when she will be at the White House, Melania said, whenever my husband is at Mar-a-Lago.
Seth Meyers.
In a recent post on X, Elon Musk called himself President-elect Trump's, quote, first buddy, but not in the way you would say first lady, the way you would say first ever. President-elect Trump announced yesterday on Truth Social that he is picking Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz to be his attorney general. Even crazier, Gaetz' girlfriend just got class president.
This is Stephen Colbert.
But last night we learned that Gaetz resigned from Congress just 2 days before the committee was set to vote on releasing a highly damaging report outlining its investigation. So now Gaetz almost certainly won't face consequences. Coincidentally, face consequences, also the name of his off-brand Botox. Donald Trump continued his exhaustive search for the most qualified people in his line of sight. And he has chosen anti-vax Nepo maniac Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as Secretary of Health and Human Services. I know. That sounds insane, but we should all keep an open mind, because that's how the worm gets in.
And Jimmy Kimmel.
The support report was supposed to come out tomorrow. Now it won't come out at all because he resigned yesterday. But Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, said he doesn't think the timing of Gaetz' resignation has anything to do with this. Now they're just screwing with us, right? I mean, this tells you all you need to know about our country right now. RFK got caught having phone sex with a reporter and she was fired. What happened to him? They made him Secretary of Health and Human Services. Why not? I mean, if Matt Gaetz is going to be Attorney General, bring in Gary Busey to run the CIA.
All right, thank you very much. Let's see what we do with We Kick It with Kenneth Riley. Let's go ahead and do, we will do, let's see, we got a birthday guy. Where is he? Gene Clark was born Sunday in 1944. He was with the group The Byrds. He expired in 1991. This is called Turn, Turn, Turn. You may remember this as We Kick It with Kenneth Riley. The Byrds. Gene Clark, born Sunday, 1944.
A time to heal, a time to rise.
The Byrds, Turn, Turn, Turn. Gene Clark, singer with the Byrds, born Sunday, 1944. We kicked it with Kenneth Riley. It is 6:43 and a half. You are getting it on WHBN AM and FM. Now, people have done pranks where they mess around with phone scammers to waste their time, which can be fun, but the problem is it still wastes your time to do it. But AI may change that. Now, a company in the UK has created an AI grandmother bot just to talk to phone scammers and waste their time. The bot is named Daisy, and the voice mimics an older person who goads phone scammers into meandering, fruitless conversations. And it could be effective because old folks are a common target for phone scammers. If the scammer's able to hang on long enough to insist on getting personal information like bank details, Daisy will make up fake information. Now, it isn't something you can that you can get by. It isn't something you can get by. The company that created is Mobile Phone Operator, and they put numbers leading to Daisy on a lot of lists that scammers use for leads. Hopefully, the idea takes off and it comes to America. I don't know, that didn't make sense, that one part. But anyway, the bot is called Daisy. So, man, we get so many scammer calls here at the station. It's unreal. I think we got like 20 the other day. That's just getting ridiculous. This is not ridiculous. This is good stuff here. We've got more information getting ready to flood into your ears from our local businesses. We ask your kind attention to. We'll also have your weather forecast and your health report. All of that just for you. For listening to WHBN AM and FM.
As you clean up this fall's leaves, the good folks at your local electric cooperative encourage you to be careful. Before you hoist a ladder to get to those leaf-clogged gutters, take a minute to look around your work area. Make a mental note of the height and location of all power lines, and then obey the 10-foot rule. Always keep your ladder at least 10 feet away from overhead power lines. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Harrisburg Tire and Automotive is a full-service auto center providing a wide range of tire and auto care services. They provide customers with tires of all brands and sizes. Harrisburg Tire and Automotive can accommodate vehicles from small cars to dually trucks. They offer a lot of auto maintenance services, including brakes, front-end work, alignments, engine repairs, computer diagnostics, tune-ups, oil changes, and so much more. North College Street next to Napa. Give them a call, 734-4563, 734-4563 for Harrisburg Tire.
This holiday season, Straight Talk Wireless is letting you say yes a lot more with real unlimited data. Yes to sharing pics of the ugliest holiday sweaters. Yes to checking weather on the go for surprise sledding trips. And with a free phone at sign up, let the yes-tivities begin.
No way!
Yes way. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 1/5/25 while supplies last at participating stores. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store activation on select single-line plans. Limit of 2 phones per customer. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
I'm at a smoothie bar asking people if they'd switch smoothies with me for $574.
Oh, I'll switch.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
That's a headache.
Nope, it's painless.
Oh, so it's easy money.
Yep, check Allstate first and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
The weather's changing, which means fall is here and winter is just around the corner. While the days are getting shorter, the businesses of Mercer County are working harder. They are working harder to provide a place for you and your family to enjoy this holiday season. Grab your family and enjoy a hike at Shaker Village. Head to Old Fort Harrods State Park and enjoy a historic tour. Or take a stroll in historic downtown Harrodsburg and enjoy shopping and dining. Regardless of where you spend your time this holiday season, we hope you spend it with the people dearest to you. This ad is paid for by the Harrodsburg-Mercer County Tourist Commission.
This WHBN weather brought to you by the new Cabin Connections of Harrodsburg, providing the largest selection of playhouses, cabins, sheds, workshops, and more. Financing available, Cabin Connections of Harrodsburg.
We've got some drizzle before 8 this morning. Then it's going to be cloudy, high of 54. Football Friday night tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 42. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, gradually becoming sunny, high of 59. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, low of 39. Mostly sunny Sunday, high of 65. Partly sunny Monday, high of 66. Right now, under cloudy skies, we have 49 degrees in Harrodsburg at 6:48 and a half.
A new study by the Cleveland Clinic and the University of Southern California reveals that COVID-19 can be deadly for years after getting sick.
A study shows that those who get COVID are twice as likely to suffer a fatal heart attack, stroke, or death for up to 3 years after the COVID diagnosis. The risk is even higher for those who have been hospitalized with COVID or have had previous history of heart disease. Doctors think there's likely to be a rise in cardiovascular disease globally in the coming years. The number of people sickened by the recent McDonald's E. coli outbreak is now up to 104.
That's the word from federal health officials who said on Wednesday that at least 34 have been hospitalized. The cases have been linked to slivered onions that were served on McDonald's quarter-pounder hamburgers. The CDC says cases have been detected in 14 states, with at least 30 reported in Colorado. I'm Mark Mayfield.
California is set to provide safety equipment like masks and gloves to up to 10,000 farm workers as it reports at least 21 cases of the bird flu. Health Update, I'm Scott Pringle.
Put the headset on. Listen to my puppet. Weekday morning. 6 to 10 WHBN.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound, and the wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck, saying, "It's too rough to feed you." At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. The iron boats go as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered. In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. And the legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
Gordon Lightfoot, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Gordon Lightfoot Sunday was born in 1938. He expired in 2023. Singer-songwriter. We're coming up on 6:56. You are getting it on WHBN AM and FM. As the cornerstone of a free society, the Mercer County Public Library serves the entire community as a center that meets learning and recreational needs through quality materials and service in an atmosphere that's welcoming and respectful. The Mercer County Public Library offers a variety of free materials and services, such as books, magazines, CDs, DVDs, audiobooks, newspapers, computers with internet access, programs, and workshops. To be in the know, go to your Mercer County Public Library, West Lexington Street, open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday 9 to 5, Tuesday and Thursday 9 to 7:30.
AmericanMusicConcepts.com. If you own a business, here's something you need to know. 85% of the Fortune 500 companies already do this. They use customized music in their advertising because advertising educates people about a business, and music dramatically enhances learning. Think about it. How did you learn the alphabet? You sang it, right? We are American Music Concepts, and we create national quality musical jingles for local businesses all across America. We're coming to your town through a special arrangement with this radio station.
Take your marketing to the next level. Call now for your business at 859-236-2711. 859-236-2711.
American Music Concepts. We'll create a program that will have people singing your song. AmericanMusicConcepts.com.
Did you know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal, and while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Cartown Kia is on Lexington Road, Nicholasville.
A few years ago, Steve Faircow's lungs were failing.
I don't think I had more than a couple weeks to live.
That's when Steve received a lung transplant made possible by an organ donor. Now Steve can do things he never imagined, like climbing 94 floors to the top of a skyscraper.
I never knew that breathing could feel this good. It's an incredible gift.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
At the Kentucky Opioid Response Effort, we are committed to supporting quality providers and programs that benefit Kentuckians. Because of this work, we know there are quality services and supports out there right now. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, the KY Help Call Center can connect you with resources right now when you call 833-8KY-HELP. You can also visit findhelpnowky.org to find treatment and recovery options that are right for you.
This is a message from Teen Kentucky, sponsored by the Office of Drug Control Policy and aired by this station.
It's here. It's open. It's what you need to get through your day. It's Starbucks, now in Harrodsburg, located at the Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Starbucks, it's the coffee for connoisseurs and the comfort for your daily tours. Starbucks in Harrodsburg.
We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. Sit quietly and we will control all that you hear. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to...
Radio Rick in the morning on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM, WHBN The Rooster.
And this is WHBN The Rooster. Your community in Harrodsburg, your community voice since 1955, FM 99.5, AM 1420 is 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Donald Trump is nominating Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. NBC's Von Hilliard.
Kennedy is a critic of U.S. healthcare policy who's advocated for big changes to food and drug regulation, writing last month, the FDA's war on public health is about to end.
The president-elect released a statement Thursday saying Americans are being crushed by the industrial food complex and drug companies who engage in what he called deception, misinformation, and disinformation about public health. He said Kennedy, who has been an outspoken critic of vaccine mandates, will restore health agencies to the traditions of gold standard scientific research and beacons of transparency. Elon Musk says he'll receive no compensation for his work heading the new Department of Government Efficiency under President-elect Trump. Lisa Taylor with more.
The tech billionaire wrote on his social platform X that it will require tedious work, and he expects to make lots of enemies. He'll be working with former Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy to lead Doge. This also comes after the group posted on X looking for potential employees.
The FBI says they've stopped a terrorist plot in Texas. Brian Shook with more.
They've arrested a 28-year-old alleged ISIS supporter from Houston named Anis Saeed.
Saeed not only supported ISIS online, but also allegedly researched and investigated means of conducting attacks in the United States.
U.S. Attorney Alamdar Hamdani says the investigation started last year when federal agents were tipped to social media accounts that supported the Islamic terror group. They were linked to Saeed. Search warrants revealed he used encrypted messaging to find explosives, which would reportedly be used to commit a mass killing.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Imagine your team always looking and feeling their best in high-performance technical workwear. Cintas can make it happen. They have garments for almost every job imaginable. And with the Cintas Workwear program, you get freshly laundered garments delivered every week for everyone on your team. Great garments without the bother of laundry. That's a real perk for employees. Find out how Cintas can boost team image and morale. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday. Change a life in a big way.
Oh, Jocelyn and I will stay in touch forever. Actually, I told her she's planning my wedding, and I look forward to the future. And my reception. The future babies. You know, when it happens, I could be 42. It's going to be at my college graduation. She's going to be at my other college graduation because I'm going to law school, so. We'll be involved in it all. We're going to do this. Absolutely.
Volunteer or donate to Big Brothers Big Sisters. We need bigs, especially men. Start something. If you're a former big, start something.
President-elect Donald Trump Thursday posted his desire to replace the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, a move that could impact some high-profile prosecutions. Andrew Whitman reports.
Trump posted on social media his desire to oust current U.S. Attorney Damian Williams and replace him with Jay Clayton, who served as SEC chairman in the first Trump administration. Williams is currently prosecuting New York City Mayor Eric Adams on corruption charges and music mogul Sean Diddy Combs for sex trafficking. Williams got convictions against crypto fraudster Sam Bankman-Fried and corrupt New Jersey Senator Robert Menendez. Trump has publicly supported Mayor Adams since his arrest.
A former Border Patrol agent in San Diego is charged with sexual misconduct while on the job. More from Bree Tennis.
Investigators say Juan Angel Prishker is now facing assorted felony counts of sexual battery, false imprisonment, and 4 misdemeanor counts of distributing obscene matter. The details are graphic and will spare you that, but the charges come from 3 incidents between December of 2022 and January of 2024. Prishker has since resigned his post with the Border Patrol, and he entered a not guilty plea on Thursday. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection now investigating.
Cannabis use could be linked to increased rates of cancers and birth defects. Tammy Trujillo with that story.
A study out of Australia found that cannabis exposure was associated with noticeable increases in breast, pancreatic, liver, thyroid, and testicular cancers. Links to birth defects like missing limbs and heart problems were also uncovered, with cannabis users seeming to be passing mutated DNA to children in the womb. Researchers point to the increased potency of cannabis products available today. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
And social media platform Blue Sky has restored service after a partial outage on Thursday. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Thank you, Michael. To 7:05. You are getting it on WHBN AM and FM Hometown Live.net, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Time for local news with Joe. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford, Mazda on the bypass in Danville, and online at stuartpowell.com.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. An Anderson County performer has been awarded with the Songwriter of the Year Award at the 10th Annual Josie Music Awards. Boone Pittman recently won that award in the Personal Portfolio category, where the artist is awarded for songs they recorded that they also wrote. Along with winning the Songwriter of the Year Award, he was also nominated for 7 other awards. The Josie Music Awards is the largest music awards show in the independent music industry. A nomination or win at the Josie Music Awards is a crowning achievement, considering there were over 75,000 submissions internationally. Danville Small Town Christmas is coming. The event is 3 weeks from tomorrow, with activities beginning at 12 noon and lasting all day on Saturday, December 7th. It concludes that evening with a parade on Main Street at 6:30. And if you want to be in the Danville Christmas Parade, the deadline to sign up for that is tonight. You can sign up online. There is no fee to be in it, but you must sign up by midnight tonight. You can sign up online at tinyurl.com/Danville Small Town Christmas. And Eva Medal Health is sponsoring a free suicide prevention training on December 5th. The training is called QPR Gatekeeper, and it equips individuals to recognize the warning signs of a suicide crisis and understand how to help. It's Thursday, December 5th from 6 until 7 at CU Harrodsburg's Chapel. To reserve your seat, call 859-239-1208. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. And I'm excited to announce that once again we are teaming up with the Salvation Army to help provide meals to those in our area that are less fortunate. For every vehicle sold during the month of November, we will donate $50 to the Salvation Army. Please stop by and help us help those in our community that need it the most. Shop online at stuartpowell.com, or stop by 225 South Danville Bypass here in Danville.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
The Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show is so back for its 13th year on the Hometown Radio Network, breaking down all the area high school football games from 6 o'clock until 7 Friday nights on WHIR and WHBN. Join us. We have a blast. We talk high school football. We even do the high school fantasy football draft. It's Central Kentucky's only pregame show. It's the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show, Fridays from 6 o'clock until 7 on 103.9 FM WHIR, 99.5 FM WHBN, and Hometown Live. Live.net.
This holiday season, Straight Talk Wireless is letting you say yes a lot more with real unlimited data. Yes to sharing pics of the ugliest holiday sweaters. Yes to checking weather on the go for surprise sledding trips. And with a free phone at sign up, let the yes-tivities begin.
No way!
Yes way. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 1/5/25 while supplies last at participating stores. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store activation on select single line plans. Limit of 2 phones per customer. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
I'm at a smoothie bar asking people if they'd switch smoothies with me for $574.
Oh, I'll switch.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
That's a headache.
Nope, it's painless.
Oh, so it's easy money.
Yep, check Allstate first and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Collins Construction and Roofing. Storm damage, framing work, insurance claims? Call Collins. 613-4397.
We've got a slight chance of drizzle before 8 a.m. That's going to be cloudy, high of 54. Football Friday night tonight, mostly cloudy with a low of 42. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Gradually becoming sunny, high of 59. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, low of 39. Sunday, mostly sunny, high of 65. Starting a work week off for those at work on Monday, partly sunny, high of 66. Showers likely Tuesday, mainly before 1. Partly sunny, high of 68. Chance of showers on a Wednesday, partly sunny, high of 58. Showers likely Thursday, partly sunny, high of 45. Right now, under cloudy skies, we have 49 degrees in Harrodsburg at 7:10. Good Friday morning to you. It's the 15th day of November. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Friday morning on WHBN AM and FM, hometownlive.net, seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations, and song requests can be done. 859-734-4321, 734-4321. We're giving away another DQ ice cream cake this morning before 10 o'clock. For those having a birthday or anniversary between the 9th and 15th. Right now registered, we have Betty Foster, Olivia Wolford, and Sherry and Gary Irvin. All right. Now, let's take a look at our birthdays for today. And we do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As promised, we got more birthdays for you today. Betty Foster, Brent McGee, Steve Briggs, Clay Albright, James Baker, Jennifer Kirchner, Greg Wilson, Joanne Watts, Erica Sluter. Saturday, Isabel Noland, Bill Wheeler, Josh Brown, Brandy Whitaker, Cornelia Smith, Chris Wilkinson, Vicky Carlisle, Goldie Goldsmith Vigneri. Sunday, Brandon Edwards and Doc Goodlett.
Hey, y'all, this is Neil McCoy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Greetings to Brandon, Doc, Isabel, Bill, Josh, Brandy, Cornelius, Chris, Vicky, Goldie, Betty, Brent, Steve, Clay, James, Jennifer, Greg, Joanne, and Erica. Oh, 7 things today is. For the DQ today is quiz. Kids, all you have to do is remember one of the 7 things. Be the first in. Wait till 7:30 weather forecast. All right, don't call in early. Make it fair for everyone. Please wait till I start doing the weather forecast. Then you can call 734-4321. All right? And if you are and you've not won this month, you'll pick up a tasty treat from DQ. We're happy. It's good. Are you ready to find out what today is? Let's do it. Today is America Recycles Day, American Enterprise Day, I Love to Write Day, Days of the Imprisoned Writer, Steve Irwin Day. Remember the crocodile guy? He got bit and died from an alligator bite. National Bunt Day, not the baseball, it's a cake. And National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. Celebrate those accordingly. Celebrate. Power Hour, number 2. You know what that means? Those of you just getting up, the weekend officially starts because of this. Oh, thank you, Fred. We so look forward to that and appreciate hearing from you, my friend. How about a life hack? Are you ready? In a rush to cook dinner, boil your water in an electric kettle and pour it into a pot on the stove. Not only will this save you time, it also is more energy efficient. Oh, that's always a good thing. Save money. Positive thought, if I'm going to sing like someone else, then I don't need to sing at all. You need to sing like yourself, huh? That's right. Don't sing like nobody else. Let's see. What else have we got coming up? I have got Let me find it. I know it's in here somewhere. Here it is. I got tickets tomorrow night, Renfro Valley, Mount Vernon, to see Sunday Best with the Creekers and Hunter Flynn. Only got 3 pairs left. If you would like to go, you can call me up right now, 859-734-4321. Say, Rick, I'd like a pair to see Sunday Best with the Creekers and Hunter Flynn. Doors open at 6:30 tomorrow night. Show starts at 7. All right? If you want to go see Sunday Best at Renfro Valley in Mount Vernon. Free tickets for you, just for calling up. All right, this is free. The information, anyway, I'm going to give you because we've got coming up Steve Bertram's Sports Report, a look at Kentucky football with Tom Leach, Rooster Local Talent Showcase, 7:35 DQ Today is quiz, 7:45 the good news from Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance. 8 o'clock hour, we'll have our head football coach, Craig Yeast. We're talking to him as they set up a huge playoff game with Cal. Cal's coming to Mercer tonight. We'll have the game right here in WHBN, but get out and support them because Cal has won 2 state championships 2 years in a row, 2 straight. They're going to need all the help you can give them tonight. Then we will have random facts from David Hopewell at 8:45. Kim King, State Rep Report at 8:50. After 9 o'clock news and weather, we'll have Brian Milam, my buddy from Channel 27, WKYT Sports Director. He was down there watching UK and Duke play. We'll get his perspective and see how the football team is doing. And then we'll have Larry the Legend Sanders and a special guest coming up. I believe his name is Kyle Hendricks. Hang on a second. Let me get that correct because I don't want to mess up the wrong name here. Give him full credit. Let's see here. His name is Craig Hendricks. I'm sorry. It's Craig Hendricks. That's going to be our special guest this morning. So that is the way it is. So, kids, sit back, relax, and watch these pictures fly through the air on this Friday, November 15th. Oh, get up, move, stretch.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the Danville Bypass and online at stuartpowell.com.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, and I have exciting news for you. From now until the end of the year, current Ram truck owners can get up to $10,000 off a new Ford F-150. $10,000 off a new Ford F-150. This is the first time Ford has ever offered this type of discount. Please take advantage of it. We have over 150 new Fords in stock. Stop by and see us at 225 South Danville Bypass or shop online at www.stuartpowell.com. We make it easy.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. The second round of the Kentucky High School football playoffs is set for tonight, and Hometown Radio has 3 games for you. In Class 4A, Boyle County hosts Letcher County Central on Z105. In Class 3A, Mercer County entertains Christian Academy of Louisville on WHBN-FM 99.5, while Garrett County travels to Louisville Central, delayed on Z105. All kickoffs are at 7:30. Start your evening with Joe Mathis and the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show from 6 to 7 on WHBN and WHIR at all streams at hometownlive.net. Kentucky football returns to Kroger Field tomorrow afternoon when the Cats entertain Murray State. UK has struggled to a 3-6 record, while the Racers are now 1-9. Pre-game shows begin at 11:30 in the morning. Kickoffs at 1:30 Saturday for Kentucky and Murray State on Z105. Elsewhere tomorrow, Center College closes out its season at home with Sewanee At 1 o'clock Saturday at Joe McDaniel Field, the Colonels are 7-2. Number 19 Louisville visits Stanford. Eastern Kentucky travels to Austin Peay, and Western Kentucky hosts Louisiana Tech. Last night in the NFL Thursday night special, Philadelphia handed Washington its second straight loss, 26-18. The Eagles are 8-2, while the Commanders dropped to 7-4. Kentucky women's soccer is in the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2014. Tonight, 5th seed UK host West Virginia at 6 o'clock. Kentucky men's basketball returns to action next Tuesday when they host Lipscomb in Rupp Arena. Tip-off at 7 on Z105. And there's a big game in women's college hoops in Lexington tomorrow night. 20th ranked Kentucky hosting number 18 Louisville at 6 Saturday in Memorial Coliseum. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
It'll be Brock Vandegrift starting at quarterback when Kentucky hosts Murray State tomorrow. We'll talk about it coming up on a look at UK Sports.
Escape to the serene landscapes of Western Kentucky with a winterscape of wonder. Imagine wrapping yourself in the cozy quilt of Southern charm, exploring the frosted trails of land between the lakes. Indulge in local flavors that warm the soul, and find bliss in shopping that offers treasures as unique as snowflakes. Western Kentucky is not just a destination, but a haven for the heart this winter. Book your memorable getaway and let KDIZ and Trigg County reveal winter's best-kept secret. Find out more at gokdiz.com.
Mark Stoops pronounced quarterback Brock Vandegrift good to go as the starter at his end-of-the-week news conference yesterday. But the Wildcats, no doubt, are hoping to play well enough against heavy underdog Murray State to get some young guys on the field, maybe even quarterback Cutter Boley. Offensive coordinator Bush Hamden saw some steps forward in the loss at Tennessee 2 weeks ago.
We have confidence in what we're doing, and I think there's, for us, I think the biggest thing just over the course of the year has been those self-inflicted wounds. I think that showed up, and I think our red zone execution, or play calling or whatever in the red zone, I think there's been times we moved the ball extremely well. We've got to do a good job of finishing those drives as we know. And again, there's just been times where penalties have been there and put us in the hole, if you will, and we have to overcome that.
It's the third ever meeting between Kentucky and Murray State. The first one back in 2003 gave Rich Brooks his first win as UK coach. New UK women's coach Kenny Brooks and his squad get to take on an arch rival on Saturday after the football game. It'll be Kentucky and Louisville at historic Memorial Coliseum. Here's Coach Kenny Brooks.
It'll be a good test for us. By no means will it be the all-be-all or the end of everything with the game, but it's going to be a good test for us to show where we are, what we need to do, win or lose, and just excited for the opportunity.
The Kentucky men return to the hardwood on Tuesday against Lipscomb. That's a look at UK sports.
Big Deals Online Store invites you to a magical holiday experience. See the Smokies' most spectacular light display and a lineup of live Christmas shows that celebrate the true meaning of Christmas, all at Dollywood. Experience millions of lights, award-winning shows, and a winter wonderland featuring a 50-foot video motion Christmas tree. There's nothing like Dollywood at Christmas time. An amazing parade of 5 million lights, holiday decorations, and a lineup of shows that will put you in the holiday spirit. You can be our guest for Christmas in the Smokies at Dollywood. Big Deals Online Store is giving away family 4-packs of admission tickets. Just register to win by visiting Big Deals Online Store at hometownlive.net. No purchase necessary. Visit often and sign up every day to increase your odds of winning. We'll draw for winners every week, now through December 6th. Thanks for shopping at Big Deals Online Store and enjoy the holidays on us at Dollywood. Register now to win at hometownlive.net. Good luck and happy holidays.
Pioneer Pawn Shop is Harrodsburg's answer in getting cash fast. See how much cash you can get for your items, whether it's silver, gold, or anything of value. Looking to sell or to get a loan? Pioneer Pawn has the cash for you. When getting a loan, there's no stress. Pioneer Pawn works with you. Top dollar loans. Pioneer Pawn Shop is Harrodsburg's answer in getting cash fast. Visit Pioneer Pawn in Harrodsburg on South College Street, next to Dr. Jennifer Nichols' dentistry office. Come by when you need cash fast at Pioneer Pawn Shop.
Watson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
Hi, this is Ruth at Mattresses and More next door to Ace Hardware in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, come check us out. Our Black Friday sale is going on now. Get up to 35% off and you can lay away for Christmas.
That's right. This sale won't last long, so you better hurry to Mattresses and More and save up to 35%. They have dining room suits, bedroom suits, living room suits. Also, buy it today, take it home today. That's Mattresses and More, located in Danville, right next to Ace Hardware, Southland Plaza.
Almost every small Kentucky town has a go-to restaurant. In Central Kentucky, it's the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. If you like a good buffet, you'll love the huge down-home cooking featuring 3 fully stocked buffet tables, or you can order off their extensive menu. You'll find something delicious for every person in the family at the Bread of Life Cafe. Visit the gift and sweet shop at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday, 9 Friday and Saturday. Feed your tummy and your soul with a stop at the Bread of Life Cafe and Buffet, 5 miles south of Liberty.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the Old Bus Station Restaurant, offering good old-fashioned home cooking. Open for breakfast at 6 weekdays and Saturday. Station Restaurant on South Greenville Street in Harrodsburg.
We slight drizzle until 8, cloudy, high of 54 for football Friday night. Mostly cloudy with a low of 42, mostly cloudy tomorrow, gradually becoming sunny, high of 59, partly cloudy tomorrow night, low of 39. Mostly sunny Sunday, high of 65, partly sunny Monday, high of 66. Right now, under cloudy skies, we have 48 degrees in Harrodsburg at 725. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning. I'm Larry Sanders. Welcome to Rooster Local Talent Showcase. A special thank you to our sponsor, Darren Ransel at the Barbershop in Harrodsburg, next to Casey's.
And this morning, Larry has picked out Wathen Bottom. Wathen will be singing House of the Rising Sun. And this is brought to you by this man right here.
The Barbershop by Darren Ransdell is a barbershop that offers today's men a haven where they can sit back, relax, and talk sports, politics, or the weather. Located next to Casey's on South College Street in Harrodsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 7:30 to noon.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the room of many a poor boy. My mother was a tailor, sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drum. Not to do what I have done. Don't spend your life in sin, misery, and the house of the rising sun. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one.
You've been listening to Rooster Local Talent Showcase. It's a service of Darren Ransel's Barbershop next to Casey's in Harrodsburg. You can be the next Rooster Local Talent Showcase star by bringing your music to WHBN Studio. I'm Larry Sanders. You're listening to Radio Rick, playing the best in music and keeping everyone informed on what's happening in Harrodsburg and Mercer County. 99.5 FM and 1420 AM. WHBN
This is the Kentucky News Network.
A now former Estill County fugitive is behind bars. Kentucky State Police say troopers apprehended and arrested Stephen Gertley shortly after midnight Thursday morning. The 60-year-old suspect, who had been on the lam since Saturday night, reportedly was found hiding inside a barn on his property around 1:30. He's accused of fatally shooting his son, 36-year-old Justin Gertley, following a Saturday night altercation between the two men. He had been at large since then. An investigation into the shooting is ongoing. Governor Andrew Beshear says the Givaudan Company needs to ease the fears of residents of Louisville after Tuesday's plant explosion that killed two.
To operate where they operate, they need to be out in that community telling people first what happened, or telling them that they're committed to finding out what happened, and then to be fully transparent about it, because we're certainly going to be. But then to reassure them that they'll take steps so something like this doesn't happen.
Asked about the explosion that killed the two workers and injured a dozen others, Beshear called it a big deal and incredibly scary. The governor vowed that investigators will get to the bottom of this.
We'll get to the bottom of it, make sure that we know all the facts when the investigation is complete, share those facts, and then if there are any lessons learned that we can take from this and provide to other companies that are out there, we should. This is a tragedy.
Beshear has called on the plant owner to talk to neighbors and to provide reassurance to the community. Givaudan provided a written statement hours after the explosion saying, "We're grieving with the families, friends, and loved ones of those that were lost and injured during this very difficult time." I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
It's time for the news, all about your neighbors and probably about you. It's your local news, presented by
First Financial Bank.
Monday through Saturday.
What does it mean to believe in something, to truly support and get behind it, to be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Located in Harrodsburg at the corner of College and Childs.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Governor Andy Beshear will appoint the successor on the Mercer County Fiscal Court to Magistrate Jackie Claycomb. We told you last month that longtime Mercer County Magistrate Jackie Claycomb was stepping down from the Fiscal Court. The Harrisburg Herald's reporting that the county is interviewing potential candidates to take Claycomb's upcoming open seat. That will ultimately be up to Governor Beshear to pick the replacement. Claycomb has served in the Fiscal Court for more than a decade, and his seat will come open at the beginning of the new year. Mercer County Judge Executive Sarah Steele says she's been interviewing candidates and will submit 3 names to Beshear for consideration. Steele also said the seat could be vacant for a few months before the governor does appoint someone. The City of Danville's annual leaf collection is underway now. It started on Wednesday of this week, but if you missed the first run-through in your neighborhood, don't worry, they're making 2 passes through the city. What do you need to do? Well, place your leaves in piles between the curb and sidewalk if there's enough room. If not, then place it in your yard next to the sidewalk. Just remember, don't block the sidewalk with leaves. Don't place the leaves in a drainage ditch, and don't place them on the street. This is also just for leaves, not for other debris. As for when they'll be in your neighborhood, because of the number of streets streets in Danville. There's no way to go over each one individually, but if you go to the City of Danville website, that's danvilleky.gov, you can find the map with corresponding dates there of when they'll make their way into your street. I'm Joe Mathis.
What does it mean to believe in something, to truly support and get behind it, to be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Located in Harrodsburg at the corner of College and Childs.
Here are the obituaries. Brittany Renee Knotts, age 38 of Washington, died Sunday. She was the wife of John Knotts. A memorial service is Saturday from 1 until 5 at the Mercer County Senior Citizen Center. Alexander Royalty Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Gloria Jean Purdom, age 72 of Harrodsburg, died last Sunday. She was the widow of Edward Bruce Purdom. Visitation is this Sunday from 1 and the time of the service at 3 o'clock at Alexander Royalty Funeral Home. In those today's obituaries on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN.
That's the news for today, presented by
First Financial Bank.
Charles and College in Harrodsburg.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Horn Home Supply, a trusted name for quality service and a fair price for over 40 years. See Matt Horn at Horn Home Supply in Harrodsburg, South College Street.
We got a slight chance of drizzle before 8 this morning. Cloudy all day, high of 54. Mostly cloudy tonight. Football Friday night, a low of 42. Mostly cloudy tomorrow. Gradually becoming sunny with a high of 59. Partly cloudy Saturday night, low of 39. Mostly sunny Sunday, high of 65. Partly sunny on Monday, high of 66. Right now, we have cloudy skies, 48 degrees in Harrodsburg at 7:36. Good Friday morning to you. It's the 15th day of November. Rady Rick, glad to be along with you on WHBN AM and FM, hometownlive.net, seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. All right, are you ready to win? It's time for the DQ Today Is quiz. Twice I've given you the 7 things today is. All you have to do is call me up right now, 859-734-4321. Give me one of the 7 things I have mentioned, and I'll give you not 1, but 2 large DQ malts. You may not have had one for a while, but a DQ malt will really go well. And you know what it'll go well with? They got the 2-piece fish dinner combo with fries and toast, $4.99, or they've got the double cheeseburger, just half price, $2.45. Combo it for just $5.25. Now, that would go great with that malt. Call me up right now, 734-4321. This goes out to Betty Foster. Happy birthday, Betty. From Jerry.
If I should stay, I would only be in your way, so I'll go. But I know I'll think of you each step of the way. And I will always love you. I will always love you. Bittersweet memories, that's all I am taking with me. Goodbye, please don't cry. We both know that I'm not what you need. But I will always love you. I will always love you. I hope life treats you kind. And I hope that you have all that you ever dreamed of. And I wish you joy and happiness. But above all of this, I wish you love. And I will always love you. I will always love you.
Dolly Parton, I Will Always Love You, goes out to Betty Foster from Jerry. Happy birthday, Betty Foster. Hey, got another Betty that won the DQ today's quiz, Betty West. She said, let's see, National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. And I think she wrote, I love to write day. But anyway, she was first in with, just needed one anyway, America Loves the Recycle Day, American Enterprise Day, Day of the Imprisoned Writer, Steve Irwin Day, National Bunt Day. So, Betty West, thank you. Thank you all called in. Thank you, Barbara Montgomery, because we could not do this without your generosity. We'll do it again, same time, same station tomorrow. All right? We got another birthday girl, Petula Clark. Remember her? She's 92 years old today. Let's go downtown. What do you say? Downtown with Petula Clark.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can't forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. So go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. No finer place for sure. Downtown, everything's waiting for you. Don't hang around and let your problems surround you. There are movie shows downtown. Maybe you know some little places to go to where they never close. Downtown, just listen to the rhythm of a gentle bossa nova. You'll be dancing with them too before the night is over. Happy again. The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. So go downtown, where all the lights are bright. Downtown, waiting for you tonight. Downtown, you're gonna be alright now. Downtown, and you may find somebody kind to help and understand you. Someone who is just like you and needs a gentle hand to guide them along. So maybe I'll see you there. We can forget all our troubles, forget all our cares. So go
Tom Brown.
Things will be great when you're
Tom Brown.
Don't wait a minute more.
Tom Brown.
Everything's waiting for you.
Tom Brown. Tom Brown. Tom Brown. Speaking of downtown, Tom Brown, they're going to be open in the NWK parking lot today beside the tracks, Pitmaster, and you need some catering done for Thanksgiving, turkey, hams, call Tom, 859-613-3221. We've got your tech report coming up, and then we'll have the good news brought to you by Jamie Dunn, Shelter Insurance.
Meta is going to face a trial in an antitrust case brought by the FTC
over its acquisitions of Instagram and WhatsApp. A federal judge issued an order denying the Mark Zuckerberg-led company's request to drop the case. The FTC sued Meta in 2020, accusing the social media giant of having an illegal monopoly on social networking. Meta has denied those allegations and said it would review the judge's opinion when filed. Genetic testing company 23andMe says it's cutting 40% of its workforce. That's about 200 jobs. The company on Tuesday warned that it has substantial doubt about its ability to keep operating. The company's share price has fallen 70% this year and is considering licensing or selling therapies it has developed using its collected genetic information. And Apple reportedly is releasing a wall-mounted artificial intelligence tablet. According to sources who spoke to Bloomberg, the new device has a code name of J490 and is going to be marketed as a command center for the home. It could be available for sale as soon as March. Tech Report, I'm Mark Mayfield.
Thank you, Mark. And the good news is brought to you by this guy right here.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
All right, let's go ahead since you brought it up. The internet still isn't over Moo Dang, the pygmy hippo that went viral in September. Someone wrote her a catchy theme song that's making the rounds on YouTube. One of the biggest alcohol companies in Northern Ireland is stepping up to prevent people from driving drunk over the holidays. Starting next week, designated drivers will be able to step up to a bar and get a non-alcoholic beer for free. They just have to flash their car keys. A couple sailing off the coast of Hawaii saved 5 scuba divers who got stranded at sea. When they got to the surface, their boat was gone. The tour company says it's looking to see what happened, but it seems like the captain and the ship just forgot about them. Luckily, the couple spotted them. Then the Coast Guard picked them up. And that is the good news. And if you enjoyed listening to the good news Monday through Friday at this time, please either stop by Jamie Dunn's office or give him a call. Say, Jamie, I really like you sponsoring the good news. I appreciate it. He does too.
Coming this Saturday night at Renfro Valley Entertainment Center in Mount Vernon, Kentucky, it's Sunday Best with special guest The Creakers. Sunday Best is a duo out of Prestonsburg, Kentucky, who have wrote, recorded, and toured almost 100 songs in just 4 years. Their special guests, The Creakers, have a unique sound that includes bluegrass influences with country and pop songs that you may recognize. Coming this Saturday, Sunday Best with special guest The Creakers, 7 p.m. Tickets online at RenfroValley.com.
The halls and advertise with Central Kentucky's hometown radio network.
Oh, shopping, we will go.
Bring some cheer to customers, tell them about your store. Commercial spots will do the trick and bring them to your door. Get the word out.
That's what radio's for.
Deck the halls and advertise with Central Kentucky's hometown radio network.
Contact us at hometownlive.net.
What kind of tires do we keep at CC Auto? Cooper, Michelin, Nitto, Hankook, Firestone, Bridgestone, Toyo, General, Yokohama, and many more. We've just added the new line of Mastercraft tires, and we are also a Goodyear National Account dealer. We keep lawn and garden tires in stock, as well as farm implement tubes and tires. We have a farm service truck to meet the needs of our farmers. Call us at CC Auto today, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it. Danville's Deal Maker, Bob Allen.
Together, let's drive at Bob Allen Chevrolet. Lease and save on the new 25 Chevy Silverado Crew Cab Short Bed 1500 4x4 for only $199 per month for 24 months. 10,019 plus first payment, taxes, and fees due at signing. 10,000 lease miles per year. Stock M 25131. Bob Allen Chevrolet on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
I want a steak and shake burger and fries.
Say what?
A steak and shake burger and fries.
Say where?
Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
Say who?
Me, you, and any who that's looking for a great shake, burger, and fry. Open to the public. I'll sizzle you there. Steak and Shake in Harrisburg behind Campbellsville University. You're welcome. I'm welcome. We're welcome. That's Steak and Shake. A burger and a shake makes life so great at Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
Down, set, 8, 1, 1, 8, 1, 1.
The best
Best football teams always get the call right, and you need to make the right call before you excavate. If you don't and you damage a natural gas line, the Kentucky Public Service Commission will investigate, and you could be fined up to $1,250. So make the right call. Put safety first. Call 811 before you dig.
Touchdown! Oh my goodness!
This message brought to you by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
Hello, I'm Adam Hopkins, Security Officer at Farmers National Bank. As your community bank, protecting you and your money is important to us. If you are ever the victim of fraud or suspect a fraud attempt, contact us for advice. We're here to help.
Hello, everybody. This is country music artist, star, Alex Miller. I love my country music, and you'll love the country music radio Rick spins weekday morning 6 till 10 a.m. on FM 99.5 WHBN, The Rooster.
Keeps you on the back roads by the rivers of my memory. It keeps you ever gentle on my mind. It's not clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on their columns now that bind me. Or something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking. It's just knowing
You could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well. In a castle dark or a fortress strong with chains upon my feet, you know that ghost is me. And I will never be set free as long as I'm a ghost you can't see. If I could read your mind, love, what a tale your thoughts could tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind the drugstores sell. When you reach the part where the heartaches come, the hero would be me. But heroes often fail. movie star who gets burned in a three-way script. Enter number two, a movie queen to play the scene of bringing all the good things out in me. But for now, love, let's be real. I never thought I could act this way, and I've got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well, in a castle dark or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet. The stories always end. If you read between the lines, you'll know that I'm just trying to understand the feelings that you lack. I never thought I could feel this way, and I've got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back.
Gordon Lightfoot, If You Could Read My Mind. Gordon Lightfoot Sunday was born in 1938. And we also had Band Perry in there. Reed Perry Sunday is going to be 36. And we have got right now Frida Annie Frida Lingston. 79 years old today, singer with ABBA. I know there's something going on. Happy birthday, Annie Fried Lingstad of ABBA, 79 years old. And there's something going on today and tomorrow, the 35th Annual Christmas Bazaar and Luncheon. St. Andrew Catholic Church, gift baskets, silent auction, bake sale, handmade crafts. Today and tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Lunch is served, 11 to 2. Soup, sandwiches, dessert, and drink, just $7. St. Andrew Catholic Church, today and tomorrow. There's something going on right here. It is WHBN Harrodsburg, the Rooster, your community voice since 1955. FM 99.5, AM 1420, World Wide Web at hometownlive.net, seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio. I'm Michael Kastner. An outspoken critic of vaccine mandates is the nominee to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. President-elect Donald Trump announced he is nominating Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for the position. In a statement, Trump says RFK Jr. will restore health agencies to the traditions of gold standard scientific research and beacons of transparency. Prominent Jewish organizations are criticizing Trump's pick of now former
Jonathan Greenblatt posted the law should not be appointed to any high office. Gates has referred to the League as a racist organization. The American Jewish Committee also asked Trump to reconsider the nomination, pointing to what it said was Gates' history of problematic remarks and perpetuation of anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
The Onion is buying Alex Jones InfoWars. The satirical newspaper and digital media company won an auction for Jones' free speech systems in bankruptcy court. Benji Heyer reports.
Alex Jones announced the sale on Thursday morning. The funds generated will go toward paying more than $1 billion worth of damages to families of victims of a school shooting who he defamed by falsely claiming the massacre was a hoax. Jones will continue to broadcast via an alternative channel, calling his critics, quote, fools. In fitting form for the satirical website, The Onion's press release announcing the purchase was written in the voice of a CEO of Global Tetrahedron, a fictional evil company created by Onion staff.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
I'm Tiffany, founder of Harlem Pilates. When I couldn't find Pilates in my neighborhood, I started a studio from my studio apartment. Chase Inc. helped me grow from 1 Pilates studio to 3. Because when you start small, you're going to need some big help.
With the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Shop Dell Technologies' Black Friday event for their lowest prices of the year. The future is on sale today with limited time deals on select PCs like the XPS 16 that accelerate AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. Black Friday is their biggest sale of the year and the best time to upgrade, but it's only here for a limited time. Shop now at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
4 people are injured, including a child, after a carjacking suspect crashed near a Christmas tree lighting event in Beverly Hills. This woman tells KTLA television what she saw.
A black car came speeding really, really fast, like, I don't know, 80 miles an hour or something, screeching, and then lost control, swerved over, and slammed into a bunch of people.
Police say the man stole a woman's BMW shortly after 7 o'clock Thursday night. A few minutes later, the suspect crashed into 2 men, a woman and a child, who were hospitalized. Their conditions are not clear. It happened a short walk from the Rodeo Drive holiday lighting celebration. The suspect took off but was eventually arrested on suspicion of carjacking and hit and run with injury. Today's National Day focuses on your kitchen, and everyone needs to take note. Free tennis with details on National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day.
According to Whirlpool, cleaning the fridge is the most hated household chore. But it's gross. With 11.4 million germs per square centimeter, that's about the area of your fingernail. They say the meat and veggie drawer are the worst offenders. A one-poll survey says you probably have about 5 expired items in there, from forgotten leftovers to I don't know what that was.
The Christmas action comedy film Red One is hoping to do a bit of a damage at the box office this weekend.
What am I doing here?
Last night, Red One, also known as St. Nicholas of Myra, was abducted from the North Pole complex.
Are you saying Santa Claus has been kidnapped?
The movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Chris Evans is looking to make between $30 and $35 million in its debut. It's expected to take first place easily over Venom: The Last Dance, which took first the past 3 weekends. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Governor Andy Beshear will appoint the successor on the Mercer County Fiscal Court to Magistrate Jackie Claycomb. We told you last month that longtime Mercer County Magistrate Jackie Claycomb was stepping down from the Fiscal Court. The Harrisburg Herald's reporting that the county is interviewing potential candidates to take Claycomb's upcoming open seat. That will ultimately be up to Governor Beshear to pick the replacement. Claycomb has served in the Fiscal Court for more than a decade, and his seat will come open at the beginning of the new year. Mercer County Judge Executive Sarah Steele says she's been interviewing candidates and will submit 3 names to Beshear for consideration. Steele also said the seat could be vacant for a few months before the governor does appoint someone. The City of Danville's annual leaf collection is underway now. It started on Wednesday of this week, but if you missed the first run-through in your neighborhood, don't worry, they're making 2 passes through the city. What do you need to do? Well, place your leaves in piles between the curb and sidewalk if there's enough room. If not, then place it in your yard next to the sidewalk. Just remember, don't block the sidewalk with leaves. Don't place the leaves in the drainage ditch, and don't place them on the street. This is also just for leaves, not for other debris. As for when they'll be in your neighborhood, because of the number of streets in Danville, there's no way to go over each one individually. But if you go to the City of Danville website, that's danvilleky.gov, you can find the map with corresponding dates there of when they'll make their way into your street. I'm Joe Mathis.
Mark Chestnut will be in concert this Friday night at Renfro Valley Entertainment Center in Mount Vernon. Mark Chestnut has 14 #1 hits, 23 top 10 singles, 4 platinum albums, and 5 gold records. Mark Chestnut maintains a front and center presence with a hefty tour schedule, including Renfro Valley Entertainment Center this Friday night. Doors open at 6. Mark Chestnut starts singing at 7. For tickets, go to RenfroValley.com. Mark Chestnut in concert this Friday night, Renfro Valley Entertainment Center, Mount Vernon.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Together, let's drive at Bob Allen Chevrolet. Hi, I'm John Welsh. Could you use some extra cash this holiday season? At Bob Allen Chevrolet, we'll give you up to $5,000 cash back on the lease or purchase of the all-new 25 Chevy Equinox. That's right, up to $5,000 cash back on the lease or purchase of the all-new 25 Chevy Equinox. Bob Allen Chevrolet on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
This WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Ransdell Funeral Chapel. Our goal is and always will be to provide the best value in funeral service available. Exceptional care from a trusted family name, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
It's going to be cloudy today with a high of 54. Mostly cloudy tonight, low of 42. Football Friday night. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, gradually becoming sunny with a high of 59. Partly cloudy tomorrow night and a low of 39. Mostly sunny Sunday, high of 65. Starting work week off on Monday, partly sunny, high of 66. Showers likely Tuesday, mainly before 1, partly sunny, high of 68. Chance of showers Wednesday, partly sunny, high of 58. Showers likely Thursday, partly sunny, 45. Right now, cloudy skies, 49 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:08.5. Good Friday morning to you. This is the 15th day of November. Radio Rick, glad to have you along. Thanking you so much for making us a part of your Friday morning on WHBN, AM and FM, HometownLive.net, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Birthdays, anniversaries, road situations in Harrodsburg, Mercer County, and Bergen, and song requests can be done. 859-734-4321, 734-4321. Giving away another DQ ice cream cake this morning. For those having a birthday anniversary between the 9th and 15th, we have Sherry and Gary Irvin, Olivia Wolford, and Betty Foster all celebrating their birthday today, and they are registered to win that DQ ice cream cake. All right, they're all registered to win. All I need is a name and phone number if you know somebody or yourself had a birthday or anniversary between the 9th and the 15th, all right? So that leads me to tell you birthdays for today, tomorrow, and Sunday, all right? For today, we have Erica Sluter, Joanne Watts, Greg Wilson, Jennifer Kirchner, James Becker, Clay Albright, Steve Briggs, Brent McGee, Betty Foster, tomorrow, Goldie Goldsmith Vigneri, Vicky Carlisle, Chris Wilkinson, Cornelius Smith, Brandy Whitaker, Josh Brown, Bill Wheeler, Isabel Nolan. On Sunday, Doc Goodlett and Brandon Edwards.
Hi, this is Reba McIntyre. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God bless you. Happy birthday to you. And
oh, thank you, Reba, for singing happy birthday to Brandon, Doc, Isabel, Bill, Josh, Brandy, Cornelius, Chris, Vicky, Goldie, Betty, Brent, Steve, Clay, James, Jennifer, Greg, Joanne, and Erica. Oh, today is America Recycles Day, American Enterprise Day. I Love to Write Day, Day of the imprisoned, I should say, imprisoned writer. Steve Irwin Day. Remember the crocodile hunter? Got killed by a crocodile. National Bunt Day, not the baseball, the cake. And National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. Celebrate those accordingly. Now, speaking of celebrating, did I say that? Power Hour number 3. It's time to those just getting up right now to celebrate the start of the weekend because we do this. Oh, thank you, Fred. We appreciate that so much. Here's your life hack. In a rush to cook dinner, boil your water in an electric kettle. Pour it into a pot on the stove. Not only will it save you time, it'll be more energy efficient. Your positive thought tells us, if I'm going to sing like someone else, then I don't need to sing at all. Yeah, sing by yourself. Sing yourself. Don't try to sing and sound like anybody else because there is nobody else like you. And that's a good thing, too, all right? Let's see. What do we got coming up? We have got Vaught's View, Steve Bertram Sports Report. We will then have 8:30, our head football coach, Craig Yeast, setting up a huge game tonight. Cal comes to Mercer County. We'll have the game right here at 99.5 FM, WHBN. Cal has won 2 straight state titles in a row. They're the number 1 team in 3A. Going to have their hands full, and they're going to need you loud and proud tonight to help out Mercer County beat Cal, all right? Then we will have, after that, the random facts from David Hopewell. Kim King, State Rep, report at 8:50. After the 9 o'clock news and weather forecast, Brian Milam, my buddy from Channel 27, WKYT, sports director, will be in here. We'll be talking about UK. He was down in Atlanta to watch UK beat Duke. We'll get his thoughts on UK football. And then after the 9:30 news, Larry the Legend Sanders, and we got a special guest that will be holding court right here. All right. I think that catches us up on everything. Let's see. Want to remind you one more time, the St. Andrew Christmas Bazaar goes on today and tomorrow. It's the 35th annual Christmas Bazaar and Luncheon. Gift basket, silent auction, bake sale, handmade crafts. 9 to 5, today and tomorrow. Lunch is served from 11 to 2, soup, sandwiches, dessert, and drink, just $7. And tomorrow, Heritage Hospice's Tea and Treasure, 1 o'clock. Benefit for Heritage Hospice, live auction, tea, silent auction. Doors open at 12. Centenary Methodist Church in Danville on Perryville Road. All right? That's what's going on there. What's going on here is just for you to sit back, relax, and watch the pictures fly through the air on this Friday, November 15th. Good morning to you. Oh, yeah.
Saturday, be sleeping all I can. Oh, it's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it. It's Friday, and I like it.
Fox Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air.
featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
Kentucky again has a lot of terrific high school football players who are still pursuing state championships. It seems to me that the best choice for the Paul Horning Award, Gatorade Player of the Year, and Mr. Football winner has to be Boyle County do-it-all player Montaven Quisenberry. The Kentucky commit has helped Boyle County go undefeated going into tonight's second round of the playoffs and is on path to return to the Class 4A state championship game at Kroger Field, where he earned MVP honors last year in Boyle's victory. Just stop to consider these numbers Quisenberry had going into the playoffs. He had rushed for 4,161 yards and 58 touchdowns. He had thrown for 1,354 yards and 15 touchdowns, including 1,000 yards his freshman season at Garrett County when he both ran and threw for 1,000 yards. Not a lot of players have ever been able to do that in a single high school season.
Vaught's Views will return in a moment.
The North American Championship Rodeo, presented by Rural First, returns to Freedom Hall November 14th through the 16th. Come out for all the action, including bull riding. Friday's Tough Enough to Wear Pink Night benefits Horses and Hope program. Tickets start at $10 at Ticketmaster.com. The rodeo is just a part of the fun at the North American International Livestock Exposition. Learn about the country store and livestock competition at livestockexpo.org.
Montaven Quisenberry had 144 receptions for 2,388 yards and 36 touchdowns when the playoffs started. He had returned 12 kicks for touchdowns, made 162 career tackles, and picked off 8 passes. Many have compared him to Wandale Robinson, a former UK star from Western Hills now playing in the NFL. It's hard to compare anyone to Robinson, yet Quisenberry's skills and numbers actually do make it a fair comparison.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Jan Briscoe from Royalty Florist and Gifts.
I still do interior design, so we can help you out with from your home decor. Or we have our own website, royaltyfloraldesigns.com. Go there and some of our own personal design that can help you select something that's just right for you. Phone number is 734-3339, 734-3339. And our website is royaltyfloraldesigns.com. So any of your major wire services that are out there, contact them, 1-800-FLOWERS, and they'll make sure that we get the order.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. The second round of the Kentucky High School football playoffs is set for tonight, and Hometown Radio has 3 games for you. Class 4A, Boyle County hosts Letcher County Central on Z105. In Class 3A, Mercer County entertains Christian Academy of Louisville on WHBN-FM 99.5. While Garrett County travels to Louisville Central, delayed on Z105. All kickoffs are at 7:30. Start your evening with Joe Mathis and the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show from 6 to 7 on WHBN and WHIR at all. When the Cats entertain Murray State, UK has struggled to a 3-6 record, while the Racers are now 1-9. Pre-game shows begin at 11:30 in the morning. Kickoffs at 1:30 Saturday for Kentucky and Murray State on Z105. Elsewhere tomorrow, Center College closes out its season at home with Sewanee at 1 o'clock Saturday at Joe McDaniel Field. The Colonels are 7-2. Number 19 Louisville visits Stanford. Eastern Kentucky travels to Austin Peay, and Western Kentucky hosts Louisiana Tech. Last night in the NFL Thursday night special, Philadelphia handed Washington its second straight loss, 26-18. The Eagles are 8-2, while the Commanders dropped to 7-4. Kentucky women's soccer is in the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2014. Tonight, 5th seed UK host West Virginia at 6 o'clock. Kentucky men's basketball returns to action next Tuesday when they host Lipscomb in Rupp Arena. Tip-off at 7 on Z105. And there's a big game in women's college hoops in Lexington tomorrow night. 20th-ranked Kentucky hosts number 18 Louisville at 6 Saturday in Memorial Coliseum. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
The weather is changing, which means fall is here and winter is just around the corner. While the days are getting shorter, the businesses of Mercer County are working harder. They are working harder to provide a place for you and your family to enjoy this holiday season. Grab your family and enjoy a hike at Shaker Village. Head to Old Fort Heritage State Park and enjoy a historic tour. or take a stroll in historic downtown Harrodsburg and enjoy shopping and dining. Regardless of where you spend your time this holiday season, we hope you spend it with the people dearest to you. This ad is paid for by the Harrodsburg-Mercer County Tourist Commission.
Did you know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal, and while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Cartown Kia is on Lexington Road, Nicholasville.
I want a steak and shake burger and fries. Say what? A steak and shake burger and fries. Say where? Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Say who? Me, you, and any who that's looking for a great shake, burger, and fry. Open to the public. I'll sizzle you there. Steak and Shake in Harrisburg behind Campbellsville University. You're welcome. I'm welcome. We're welcome. That's Steak and Shake. A burger and a shake makes life so great at Steak and Shake in Harrisburg at Campbellsville University behind the clock tower.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here. Mulch to Go now has rock to go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday.
Call 859-715-7575.
They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner of 127 and Beaumont Avenue. Mulch to Go.
Mulch to Go.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by your Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg and Outdoor Power and Rental. Visit Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg for their weekly and monthly specials. North College Street.
It's going to be cloudy today with a high of 54, mostly cloudy tonight. Football Friday night, a low of 42. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, gradually becoming sunny, high of 59. Partly cloudy tomorrow night with a low of 39. Sunday, mostly sunny, 65. Monday, high of 66. Right now, we have cloudy skies, 49 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:21 and a huff. Oh, my buddy, I like him. Gordon Lightfoot, Sundown. Gordon Lightfoot, Sunday, is born in 1938. Sundown.
I can see her lying back in her satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. She's been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream, and she don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. I can picture every move that a man could make. Getting lost in her loving is your first mistake. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning when I'm losing again. I can see her looking fast in her faded jeans. She's a hard-loving woman, got me feeling mean. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. country, and more. WHBN. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there ain't no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Take me for a trip upon your magic swirling ship. All my senses have been stripped, and my hands can't feel to grip, and my toes too numb to step. Wait only for my boot heels to be wandering. I'm ready to go anywhere. I'm ready for to fade onto my own parade. Cast your dancing spell my way. I promise to go under it. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there ain't no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you.
The Byrds, Mr. Tambourine Man. Gene Clark Sunday was born in 1944, singer with the Byrds. And we heard from Gordon Lightfoot Sunday. He also was born in 1938. This is Jack Ingram, Miranda Lambert, and John Randall. Jack Ingram's 54 years old today. This is called In His Arms. Taking us to news time, bottom of the hour.
I've seen El Paso when the sky was on fire. Lost a night in Juarez a couple of times. Danced with a cowboy on a straight tequila high. I wish I was in his arms tonight. I've been a rolling stone, a tumbleweed, waiting for the right one to come find me. But the wrong one always set me free. I wish I was in his arms tonight. Is he playing in some house band in Dallas? Is he breaking horses in San Antonio? Is he all alone in the neon lights? I wish I was in his arms tonight. Is he praying for rain out in West Texas? Is he lost in the Marfa lights? Is he out there looking for me, wishing I was in his arms tonight? I wish I was in his arms tonight.
Jack Ingram, Miranda Lambert, John Randall, In His Arms, as we celebrate Jack Ingram turning 54 years old today. You're getting it on WHBN Harrodsburg, the Rooster, your community voice since 1955. FM 99.5, AM 1420, World Wide Web at hometownlive.net. That's where you find your online store. Saves you 20, 30, up to 50%. It's called Big Deals. Open 24/7. Check it out for yourself. We're seeing it at CKYTV.net, Channel 2.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
After almost 9 hours, Louisville fire crews on Thursday night rescued a worker who fell 10 to 12 feet in a void area.
Fortunately, our well-trained team at Louisville Fire Department that the world has seen shine before, shined again today and rescued this individual who has now been transported to U of L Hospital, where he is in great hands there.
Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg. It happened at a construction site in the 300 block of East Chestnut Street, where the former Community Correctional Center was being demolished to make way for the future home of LouMed Commons. Fire Chief Brian O'Neill said they had to dig the worker out by hand, which made it a slow process, not wanting to bury him further. O'Neill added the worker was fortunate to have enough room to breathe in that void area as he was buried up to his head. The Lexington Police Department has issued a golden alert for a missing woman. Pamela Silverman, 75, was last seen on November 5th in the 3,300 block of Snaffle Road. She's 5'8" and approximately 180 pounds with blue eyes. Silverman has a mental health condition and is believed to be traveling in a white 2012 Toyota Highlander with Kentucky license plate 447 NPS. Anyone with knowledge of Pamela Silverman's whereabouts is asked to call 911. Meantime, in Covington, police have issued a golden alert for a missing man. 78-year-old John Figg last seen November 8th at the Brent Spence Square in Cincinnati when Veterans Affairs dropped him off. He's 5'9", 100 pounds with white hair, hazel eyes, and dementia, with some reports claiming he's suicidal. Figg is considered to be an endangered missing person. Anyone with information on Figg's whereabouts is asked to call 911. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Governor Andy Beshear will appoint the successor on the Mercer County Fiscal Court to Magistrate Jackie Claycomb. We told you last month that longtime Mercer County Magistrate Jackie Claycomb was stepping down from the Fiscal Court. The Harrisburg Herald's reporting that the county is interviewing potential candidates to take Claycomb's upcoming open seat. That will ultimately be up to Governor Beshear to pick the replacement. Claycomb has served in the Fiscal Court for more than a decade, and his seat will come open at the beginning of the new year. Mercer County Judge Executive Sarah Steele says she's been interviewing candidates and will submit 3 names to Beshear for consideration. Steele also said the seat could be vacant for a few months before the governor does appoint someone. The City of Danville's annual leaf collection is underway now. It started on Wednesday of this week, but if you missed the first run-through in your neighborhood, don't worry, they're making 2 passes through the city. What do you need to do? Well, place your leaves in piles between the curb and sidewalk if there's enough room. If not, then place it in your yard next to the sidewalk. Just remember, don't block the sidewalk with leaves. Don't place the leaves in a drainage ditch, and don't place them on the street. This is also just for leaves, not for other debris. As for when they'll be in your neighborhood, because of the number of streets in Danville, there's no way to go over each one individually, but if you go to the City of Danville website, that's danvilleky.gov, you can find the map with corresponding dates there of when they'll make their way into your street. I'm Joe Mathis.
Our interview with our head football coach, Craig Yeast, is brought to you by Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
All right, Jamie,
Mike
thank you.
Gay here. At Essity, we're committed to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place, starting right here in Harrodsburg and Danville. We're hiring machine operators where you'll work with cutting-edge technology to produce essential products like hand towels and tissue paper. Our wages start at $20 per hour with benefits on day one and opportunity for growth. If you're a high school grad ready to make an impact, visit ESSITY.com/careers. That's Essity.com/careers.
All right, we are attempting get a hold of our head football coach, Craig East.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Coach, it's Rick. If you get an opportunity, give me a call back, 734-4321. Thank you. Bye-bye. Go Titans. There you go. All right, we'll see if a coach has maybe on the phone. Maybe we didn't hear the phone ring.
This is Dan Yates, and I want you to join me for Breakfast with the Coaches as we talk Titan football live from the old bus station every Saturday morning this fall from 9 to 10. Tune your radios to WHBN 99.5 FM, AM 1420, or catch our live stream at hometownlive.net. Breakfast with the Coaches is brought to you by Farmers National Bank, Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance, 101 Business Solutions, Essity, Whitaker Bank, Campbellsville University, Harrodsburg, and the old bus station restaurant on South Greenville Street in Harrodsburg. Go Titans!
Boy, now I'll tell you what, that's pretty good timing, Coach, to come in there right there with the Breakfast with the Coaches promo was going on.
Good morning, Rick. How you doing?
I am doing fine. How is the coach? Are you fired up? Are you ready? This is game day, playoff game number 2 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, ready to go. You know, just sitting here and got all my juniors and seniors in here. We're going to go read to the little kids today at the elementary school. So everything's starting out good and looking forward to tonight.
Coach, that's what you call giving back. And I'm sure all the little kids look up to all the football players as kind of heroes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what it's all about, you know, but we just want to go and have a good time with the kids.
And this is it. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this football game. And you got a tall task. You got the 2 state in a row champions, number 1 ranked in 3A, Cal. Coach, what is it going to take for Mercer County Titans to knock off Cal tonight at Mercer County?
Well, first of all, you know, we're going to have to play as hard as we possibly can and play with great discipline. Offensively, we need to execute. We need to value the football and take care of the football. Defensively, we need to be focused with great discipline with our eyes, read our keys, tackle the football very, very well, get off the field on third down. Offensively, we need to convert on third down. So we need to win that third down battle in this game. We need to win that turnover battle in the game. And when our special teams needs to do something to win us the game and not put us in a bad position. So really at the end of the day, we got to play harder than the other team with more discipline. We got to want it more. And I think if we can do those things, we'll definitely give ourselves a chance to win.
And how important is that 12th player, the crowd, to be loud and proud tonight?
Well, I think there's a great opportunity tonight for us and our program, and more importantly, our little town here in Harrisburg and the seat of Mercer County. So we really need everybody to come out and support the Titans tonight and be loud, be rowdy. We would love to have our student section be loud and proud. And all the tailgaters, all the people in the stands, just pack Alvis Johnson Field tonight, and it should be a good game.
Well, Coach, we wish you nothing but the best of luck tonight as Mercer County is going to take down them Cow Gunkies, and we're going to root you on. Go Titans.
All right, Rick, I appreciate you, man. You have a great rest of your day, and go Titans.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck. Bye-bye. That's our head football coach, Craig Yeast, as they take on Cal tonight. Be loud and proud. Get out there and cheer them on. Take your radio with you if you'd like to, too. You can hear it right here on 99.5 FM WHBN.
Here are the obituaries. Brittany Renee Knotts, age 38 of Washington, died Sunday. She was the wife of John Knotts. A memorial service is Saturday from 1 until 5 at the Mercer County Senior Citizen Center. Alexander Royalty Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Gloria Jean Purdom, age 72 of Harrodsburg, died last Sunday. She was the widow of Edward Bruce Purdom. Visitation is this Sunday from 1 and the time of the service at 3 o'clock at Alexander Royalty Funeral Home. In those today's obituaries on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN.
Big Deals Online Store invites you to a magical holiday experience. See the Smokies' most spectacular light display and a lineup of live Christmas shows that celebrate the true meaning of Christmas, all at Dollywood. Experience millions of lights, award-winning shows, and a winter wonderland featuring a 50-foot video motion Christmas tree. There's nothing like Dollywood at Christmas time. An amazing parade of 5 million lights, holiday decorations, and a lineup of shows that will put you in the holiday spirit. You can be our guest for Christmas in the Smokies at Dollywood. Big Deals Online Store is giving away family 4-pack tickets. Just register to win by visiting Big Store to increase winning. We're all for now through December 6th. Thanks for shopping at Big Deals Online Store and enjoy the holidays on us at Dollywood. Register now to win at hometownlive.net. Good luck and happy holidays.
Did you know that Cartown Kia has one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the region? And did you know that we source vehicles from all over the country? Not only will we pay top dollar for your trade, we'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. So stop in today for a quick and easy appraisal, and while you're here, check out the new Kias arriving daily. There's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. Visit Cartown Kia or shop anytime at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Cartown Kia is on Lexington Road, Nicholasville.
Maybe it began with a little girl and her tin can microphone on the front porch of a log cabin in the Great Smoky Mountains. But it wouldn't be long before the crowd she dreamed of followed her home to Dollywood, where the memories we share will live in our hearts forever. Experience the incredible resorts, award-winning festivals, thrilling rides, and live shows with those you love most. Plan your trip at Dollywood.com.
This will be a November to remember at your Harrodsburg DQ Grill and Chill. You'll get hooked on a 2-piece fish dinner, which comes with fries and toast, just $4.99. Get a fish sandwich combo for just $6.99. Choose from 3 meals with fries, drink, and sundae, just $7. Choose any 2 snacks for only $5. The blizzard of the month, the yummy Oreo fudge. Celebrate any special occasion with a delicious DQ Blizzard cake that will put miles of smiles on the faces of the ones you love. This will be a November to remember at your Harrodsburg DQ, where happy tastes good.
Hi. Smoke, sit, and chill.
Central Kentucky's newest cigar bar in Danville by the bowling alley in the Greenleaf Shopping Center. This Big Boss atmosphere is veteran-owned with connoisseur quality cigars serving, creating a social destination. For more information, go to smoke-in-bourbon.com.
Now open.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the new Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg, 540 North College Street next to Timmy's 5 Point. Shop and save with Howard Carpenter.
It's going to be cloudy today with a high of 54. Football Friday night tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 42. Go Titans. For tomorrow, mostly cloudy, gradually becoming sunny with a high of 59. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, low of 39. Mostly sunny on Sunday with a high of 65. Monday, partly sunny, high of 66. Right now, under cloudy skies, we have 49 degrees in Harrodsburg at 8:43.5.
Hello, everybody. This is David Hopewell with State Farm Insurance. Welcome to Random Facts with Radio Rick.
All right, Random Facts it is, and Random Facts we go to. And they start off with, Batman's obsession with bats is due to a psychological response to fear and anxiety called a counterphobic attitude. Now, involves a person actively seeking out the sources of the things that frighten them in the hope of overcoming their fears and becoming stronger. Batman has been written as having a childhood fear of bats since at least Batman Year One in 1987. Pineapples were such a major status symbol in Europe in the 1700s. You could rent one to take to a party. Buying one would cost the equivalent of $8,000 in today's dollars. The time machine, Back to the Future, was not originally a DeLorean. It was a refrigerator. But Robert Zemeckis was worried that it would lead to kids locking themselves in refrigerators, so they changed it. There's a law in Florida where both parents need to sign an agreement to establish a child's first name, or else a court will select one for them? Really? Karl Marx's last words were, quote, "Last words are for fools who haven't said enough."
Picking up the pieces of my sweet shattered dream. I wonder how the old folks are tonight. Her name was Anne, and I'll be damned if I recall her face. She left me now knowing what to do. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Carefree highway, you've seen better days, the morning after blues, from my head down to my shoes. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Turning back the pages to the times I love best, I wonder if she'll ever do the same. Now the thing that I call living is just being satisfied with knowing I got no one left to blame. Carefree highway, I got to see you, my old flame. Carefree highway, you've seen better days, the morning after blues, from my head down to my shoes. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Searching through the fragments of my dream-shattered sleep, I wonder if the years have closed her mind. I guess it must be wanderlust or trying to get free from the good old faithful feeling we once knew. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Carefree highway, you've seen the better days, the morning after blues, from my head down to my shoes. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Let me slip away on you. Carefree highway, I got to see you, my old flame. Carefree highway, you've seen better days, the morning after blues, from my head down to my shoes. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you.
When the sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby, I'll be
under the boardwalk,
out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some fun,
under the boardwalk,
people walking above,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be falling in love,
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
From the park you hear the happy sound of a carousel. You can almost taste the hot dog I'll be.
Well, that's not going to work. Sorry about that. The Drifters, as Clyde McPhatter's born on this date in 1932, and he expired in 1972. We'll check in with our state representative, Kim King Wynn, right after this.
Deck the halls and advertise with Central Kentucky's hometown radio network.
Oh, shopping, we will go.
Bring some cheer to customers, tell them about your store. Commercial spots will do the trick and bring them to your door. Get the word out.
That's what radio's for.
Deck the halls and advertise with Central Kentucky's hometown radio network.
Contact us at hometownlive.net.
Let's go!
This Saturday,
We're going to play Kentucky football.
Kentucky! Let's go!
a different kind of horse rolls into town from right here in the Commonwealth. The Murray State Racers and your Kentucky Wildcats.
The pregame show starts this Saturday at 11:30 with kickoff at 1:30.
It's all right here on your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ FM Z105.
Put the headset on. Listen to my poppet weekday morning. 6 to 10 WHBN.
Well, thank you. We go from Sophie to State Representative Kim King. Good morning.
Sweet, sweet Sophie. I missed her this fall. I'm sure she's a big girl enjoying school. And
Yep, she is, actually.
carrying around her little backpack and
Yep.
lunchbox or whatever.
Yep.
Oh, well, good, good. It's sweet to hear her voice. And I've just got one quick, I listen every morning, but I was thinking as we've been kind of celebrating the life and career of Gordon Lightfoot, did he ever have anything upbeat? It seems like everything that comes to mind, I mean, I enjoy it too, but I was just wondering, are they all like melancholy and ballads, or did he have anything, a toe tapper? I couldn't think of one.
Well,
Anyway.
you talk about the record of the Edmund Fitzgerald, If You Could Read My Mind. I'm looking down the list here. Sundown, it's again, that's not a Carefree Highway. That's probably about as excited as he got.
Anyway, I just didn't know if I was overlooking one.
No.
But I hope everyone's having a wonderful morning. I have pulled safely into a driveway in Perryville. I am on my way into a veterans recognition at the Washington County High School. I appreciate Miss Allison Carney inviting me every year, so that is today. And I think I mentioned it Monday of this week. I'm very thankful that all of the community nonprofits and organizations and schools that invite me to their events have different days of celebrating. If they were all on Monday the 11th, clearly I couldn't be everywhere at one time. So this is always it's so reverent. All of the services that we celebrate locally do a stellar job celebrating our veterans. And speaking of such, giving you an update since Monday. On Monday, the Mercer County Public Library hosted their annual Veterans Day recognition. It was actually David Kirkpatrick that invited me. Our keynote speaker this year was our own Mayor Bob Williams. So he gave some interesting details about all of the many places he served when he was in, I do believe he said, the Air Force. So just a lot of interesting details on that. And Bobby White created a beautiful luncheon for all of the veterans that were in attendance. So they did a wonderful job, and that was on Monday at 12:30. That evening, actually, it was Brother Greg Warren from the Carpenters Christian Church that invited me to a community meeting. They had some speakers come in from northern Kentucky talking about social policy and legislative bills, and so I appreciate that invitation. That was a really good conversation. Let's see, on Tuesday, the Bluegrass Area Development District held their annual meeting and banquet in Lexington. Jessamine and Mercer are part of that ad district, and Washington County is part of the Lincoln Trail district. So my buddy Tina Murphy went with me, and our Senator Amanda Mays Bledsoe, Judge Executive Sarah Steele, and the first gentleman, her husband Logan, of Mercer County they were seated at our table, as well as the incoming chair for 2025, Mercer County's own Mike Sanford and his lovely bride Jessica. And it was also their anniversary, so a lot going on there. The 55th District, Jessamine and Mercer really take an active leadership role in that district. The outgoing chair was Jessamine County Judge Executive David West. And as I mentioned, Mercer County's Mike Sanford will be the chair for 2025. Sarah leads one of the committees. I do believe from memory that said Human Services up on the big board. We may have to ask her next time, but she's a rock star there as well. So we appreciate that invitation. On Wednesday morning at 11:30, I had the wonderful opportunity to speak with District 4 realtors. I'm pretty sure that's the Central Kentucky footprint. It was Mercer County's Mike Inman that invited me to that. It was Whitaker Bank that sponsored the lunch. We talked about the housing task force that the General Assembly created earlier this year. It's hard to believe the 2024 session was still this year. That's not even years ago. It seems in many ways like it was, but it was just earlier this year. And we created 4 task force. A housing task force was one of those. Each of those committees met roughly May, some of them June through November. They will all create a report and some recommendations for us to read as we prepare for the 2025 session. So I made arrangements with this group of realtors. I feel like they're going to be a really good group for me to go over that task force report with, because they represent buyers and sellers. They're out in the housing market every day. So I look forward to following up with them on that. Yesterday, your Tobacco Settlement Agreement Fund Oversight Committee met at 10:30, and your Tourism, Small Business, and Information Technology Committee met at 1. I am going to save those reports for Monday because I wanted to give a shout out to all these local entities that prepared this week's events. And then today, as I mentioned, I'm on my way to Washington County High School for their Veterans Recognition. On Monday, Lord willing, I will be calling you from on the road again. I'll be going into Frankfort. We're trying to get as many of these things in before the holiday season really kicks into gear. But the Pritchard Committee for Academic Excellence has recognized one of our 55th district school systems, and I'm going to save that as a little tease for people to tune back. I know who it is.
Oh.
Anyway, I know. But they asked me to come in as that recognition is officially presented in the Capitol Rotunda at 10. So I appreciate Bridget Bloom reaching out and asking me to come be with these students and teachers and staff. And that's Monday morning at 10. So everybody tune in to see. I will go ahead and tell you when I call at 8:50 Monday morning, but right now we'll just leave it as a little tease.
All right.
But I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful weekend, especially you and Miss Sophie. How is the new grandbaby doing?
She is 1 month old today.
Oh, today's
Yes.
1 month.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. Well, will you have a chance to see her this weekend?
I did last night.
Oh, good.
And I guess I'm Sophie, I won't get to see till next Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday's kind of your all set date to do, or day of the week. Well, I know that's a lot to look forward to. Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and Lord willing, I will call in from on the road 8:50 Monday morning. How's that sound?
That sounds like a plan to me.
Okay, have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. State Representative Kim King. Again, I want to remind you that at the St. Andrew Catholic Church, it's the 35th Annual Christmas Bazaar and Luncheon. Gift basket, silent auction, bake sale, handmade crafts. Today and tomorrow, 9 to 5. Lunch is served 11 to 2. Soup, sandwiches, dessert, and drink, just $7. Tomorrow, tea and treasure at Heritage Hospice. A benefit for Heritage Hospice. Live auction tea, silent auction. Doors open at noon. Everything begins at 1 at Centenary Methodist Church on Perryville Road in Danville. You are getting it on WHBN, Harrodsburg, the Rooster, your community voice since 1955, FM 99.5, AM 1420. World Wide Web at hometownlive.net, seen at CKYTV.net, Channel 2. It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Donald Trump is nominating Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to lead the Department of Health and Human Services, NBC's Von Hilliard.
Kennedy is a critic of U.S. healthcare policy who's advocated for big changes to food and drug regulation, writing last month, the FDA's war on public health is about to end.
The president-elect released a statement Thursday saying Americans are being crushed by the industrial food complex and drug companies who engage in what he called deception, misinformation, and disinformation about public health. He said Kennedy, who has been an outspoken critic of vaccine mandates, will restore health agencies to, in his words, the traditions of gold standard scientific research and beacons of transparency. The new Department of Government Efficiency is looking for employees. That department, which President-elect Trump announced will be led by Elon Musk and one-time White House hopeful Vivek Ramaswamy, posted on social media that it's looking for super high IQ small government revolutionaries willing to work 80-plus hours per week on unglamorous cost-cutting. The trading week winds down today with stocks closed lower on Wall Street Thursday. The down day came as Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell delivered remarks in Dallas and said the central bank doesn't need to be in a hurry to further cut interest rates.
Inflation has eased substantially from its peak, and we believe it is on a sustainable path to our 2% goal.
An illegal immigrant charged in connection with a high-profile murder of the Georgia nursing student Laken Riley heads to trial today. Jose Ibarra waived his right to a jury trial earlier this week, so his fate will be directly decided by a judge in a bench trial. Her death in February of this year led both President Joe Biden and now President-elect Donald Trump to make a point of mentioning Ibarra's immigration status. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Hey, listen, are you a 50-year-old person looking for term life insurance? Then you need to talk to Bob. Bob specializes in helping people find $1 million or more of term life insurance for a couple of $100 a month. Look, you need to know there's a price war in the term life insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call Bob, and he'll shop and see how much money he can save you. Look, this could be the last term life insurance policy you ever have. Your rates are guaranteed for the next 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rates for the next 20 years. And if you're a smoker or your health is not perfect, Bob has great rates for you too. So for $1 million of term life insurance coverage for a couple of $100 a month, call Bob right now. 800-890-5075. 800-890-5075. 800-890-5075. That's 800-890-5075. Paid for by Term Direct.
The number of children suspended or expelled from preschool is on the rise. Joe McCoy reports that research from the Institute for Early Education Leadership and Innovation in Boston took a closer look at the numbers.
49% of preschool teachers said they suspended a kid in the past year. Black children account for almost 50% of public preschool suspensions, but less than 1/5 of all preschoolers.
In addition, the study found that boys are expelled at a much higher rate than girls and that children with disabilities are more likely to be suspended. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says preschoolers are suspended and expelled at a rate 3 times higher than that for K through 12 students. They're calling on educators to work to limit and eventually end the practice. President-elect Trump is continuing to fill key posts in his upcoming administration, but so far he has not mentioned a pick for Education Secretary. Yasmin Vasugian reports that Trump has been critical of the Education Department.
He's called for ending the entire Department of Education, as college campuses and even K-12 schools have become flashpoints in the nation's culture wars.
Observers say it's more likely that Trump will keep the Education Department but change its focus to support such objectives as universal school choice and homeschooling. Manhattan jurors continue to see evidence in the chokehold manslaughter trial involving Long Island Marine veteran Daniel Penny. More from Scott Pringle.
On Thursday, jurors were shown a video of the police interrogation of Daniel Penny hours after he placed Jordan Neely in a deadly chokehold last year on the subway. Penny on the video told police he was not trying to injure Neely, but was trying to keep him from hurting someone else. Penny said he felt compelled to get involved after Neely was acting crazy and threatening passengers. Penny told the detectives that Neely said he was going to kill everybody. Well, prosecutors argue that Penny held the chokehold far longer than Neely was considered a threat.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. An Anderson County performer has been awarded with the Songwriter of the Year Award at the 10th Annual Josie Music Awards. Boone Pittman recently won that award in the Personal Portfolio category, where the artist is awarded for songs they recorded that they also wrote. Along with winning the Songwriter of the Year Award, he was also nominated for 7 other awards. The Josie Music Awards is the largest music awards show in the independent music industry. A nomination or win at the Josie Music Awards is a crowning achievement, considering there were over 75,000 submissions internationally. Danville Small Town Christmas is coming. The event is 3 weeks from tomorrow, with activities beginning at 12 noon and lasting all day on Saturday, December 7th. It concludes that evening with a parade on Main Street at 6:30. And if you want to be in the Danville Christmas Parade, the deadline to sign up for that is tonight. You can sign up online. There is no fee to be in it, but you must sign up by midnight tonight. You can sign up online at tinyurl.com/Danville Small Town Christmas. And Eva Medal Health is sponsoring a free suicide prevention training on December 5th. The training is called QPR Gatekeeper, and it equips individuals to recognize the warning signs of a suicide crisis and understand how to help. It's Thursday, December 5th from 6 until 7 at CU Harrodsburg's Chapel. To reserve your seat, call 859-239-1208. I'm Joe Mathis.
Maybe it began with a little girl and her tin can microphone on the front porch of a log cabin in the Great Smoky Mountains. But it wouldn't be long before the crowd she dreamed of followed her home to Dollywood, where the memories we share will live in our hearts forever. Experience the incredible resorts, award-winning festivals, thrilling rides, and live shows with those you love most. Plan your trip at Dollywood.com.
Hi, this is Ruth at Mattresses and More next door to Ace Hardware in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, come check us out. Our Black Friday sale is going on now. Get up to 35% off and you can lay away for Christmas.
That's right. This sale won't last long. You better hurry to Mattresses and More and save up to 35%. They have dining room suits, bedroom suits, living room suits. Also, buy it today, take it home today. That's Mattresses and More, located in Danville, right next to Ace Hardware, Southland Plaza.
The Personal Effects Show, a program that encourages listeners to understand antiques, collectibles, and sometimes just plain junk. The Personal Effects Show airs each Saturday morning on WHBN FM 99.5 and AM 20 after the 10 o'clock news with Jerry Sampson, your host, who interviews collectors, dealers, experts, and others. The Personal Effects Show is sponsored by the James Harrod Trust and J. Sampson Antiques and Books.
Hello, it's Dr. Matthew Duggar with Matthew Duggar Eye Care in Harrodsburg. Let me tell you about our affordable eyewear pricing. If you just need distance or near-only glasses, we offer a frame, thinner lens, and non-glare coating for $119. We offer a frame, Zeiss Progressive No-Line Bifocal, and thinner lens with non-glare coating for $299. We want you to feel comfortable coming to our office to buy glasses. To schedule an eye exam with me, Dr. Matthew Duggar in Harrodsburg, call 859-605-2214.
This WHBN weather brought to you by the new Cabin Connections of Harrodsburg, providing the largest selection of playhouses, cabins, sheds, workshops, and more. Financing available, Cabin Connections of Harrodsburg.
Cloudy today with a high of 54. Football Friday night tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 42. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, gradually becoming sunny, high of 59. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, a low of 39. Mostly sunny on Sunday, high of 65. Leading off our Monday, our work week, starting off with a partly sunny sky and a high of 66. Showers likely Tuesday, mainly before 1, partly sunny, high of 68. Chance of showers Wednesday, partly sunny, high of 58. Showers likely on Thursday, partly sunny, high of 45. Right now, we have cloudy skies, 49 degrees in Harrodsburg at 9:09.5. Good Friday morning to you. This is the 15th day of November. Radio Rick, glad to be along with you. Thank you so much for making us a part of your Friday morning on WHBN AM and FM, HometownLive.net, CKYTV.net, Channel 2. Birthdays, anniversaries, and road situations can be called in at 859-734-4321. 734. We're giving away another DQ ice cream cake this morning before 10 o'clock. For those having a birthday or anniversary between the 9th and 15th, we have Betty Foster, Olivia Wolford, and Sherry and Gary Irvin all registered to win the DQ ice cream cake. We have got coming up Brian Milam. He is a sports director, Channel 27, WKYT. We'll be talking to him about UK basketball and then football. And then we'll have Larry the Legend Sanders with guest Craig Hendricks. Birthdays we do for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Erica Sluter today, Joanne Watts, Greg Wilson, Jennifer Kirchner, James Baker, Clay Albright, Steve Briggs, Brent McGee, Betty Foster tomorrow, Goldie Goldsmith Vigneri, Vicky Carlisle, Chris Wilkinson, Cornelia Smith, Brandy Whitaker, Josh Brown, Bill Wheeler, Isabel Nolan on Sunday, Doc Goodlett, and Brandon Edwards. Oh, by the way, Isabel Ham is 1 month old today. So let's go ahead and sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from Martina McBride. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you very much, Martina, for stopping by to sing happy birthday to our birthdayers.
Hello.
Is this the Brian Milam, sports director of Channel 27, WKYT?
On occasion, yes.
On occasion. when they give you more than 3 minutes to talk about sports.
Exactly.
I'm going to have to petition, give you more time. The weather's not changing. I mean, we don't need weather every 5 minutes. Come on.
Well, to quote Robin Williams,
yeah,
in Good Morning Vietnam, you got a window, open it.
Yeah, there you go.
You can know what's going on.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, would you do me a favor? Each hour on Friday, I do something to start the weekend early. Will you tell me to light the fuse?
Please light the fuse.
Oh, thank you, Fred. Each hour he starts us off lighting the fuse. We start the weekend early because we can, Brian. So there we go. Now, Brian Milam, let me get your first impression. Go way back when UK first announced that they were going to hire Mark Pope. What was Brian Milam's first thoughts about that hire?
Well, this is going to be different. You know, that was the first thing I thought of was, okay, you have one of your own, you know, a former ball player coming back to do this. Nobody, and I don't care what anyone says, nobody saw this coming. And I thought at first, wow, okay, so what does Mitch Barnhart know? What does everyone else know that no one else knows? What is it about Mark Pope? And I think at the very beginning, because everybody said, Billy Donovan, we got to go get a name, you know, the big name. Do you? You know, do you really? Because I just want to see the best fit. Now, granted, we're only 3 games into this thing, but I cannot remember a coach coming into a situation like this where 3 games in, everybody is not just wildly excited. They are also seeing a metamorphosis here. When Calipari got here, everybody thought, my gosh, you know, he's the biggest name in the country that's not out of North Carolina, Kansas, and Michigan State. And now, and Pope and Calipari, drastic ends of the spectrum when you look at their longevity and their career goals and what they've done. But in 3 games, Mark Pope has captivated an entire fan base. And when you beat Duke, Lord help you, son. You have just done it. It's a phenomenal start.
I was so like you. I was like, I wasn't against it. I just was kind of shocked. Where did his name come from? I remember when he played, and he bleeds blue. There's no doubt about that. And you know what, Brian? He seems like he has done and said everything that has not been said or done in the last few years.
It's just a remarkable, I guess you could put the mark in remarkable story. And for Mark Pope, I mean, it is remarkable Pope. It really is. A human being as a college basketball coach at a place like Kentucky. He's not a diva. He's not he's just not what you would expect at Kentucky in this day and time. You know, there were people like, what if Pitino was to come back? You know, we get rid of Calipari, bring back Pitino. I mean, there was just so much, all over the place. But when Mark Pope is a human being, and he is a top-notch person, his family, an impeccable run as a man, not as a coach, as a man, and his family is just wonderful to be around. You can see. I mean, when's the last time you saw a Kentucky head coach hug his wife courtside after a win? That was not a national championship game.
It's been a while. It's been a while since you've seen his coach's wife there at a game.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, young man. But also the way the players after any game, whether it be an exhibition game, whether it be regular season games, they walk around the court thanking the fans for being there. Hey, let's sing the school song. When Matthew Mitchell was at UK, I don't know. I do not know if it started with him, but after every game, they're hey, on U of K, we're right to the fight today. That's a big deal to people. They just didn't disappear into the locker room. It shows the kids understand there is a new message being sent forth from the head coach, and it's not about the NBA. It's about UK, the Big Blue Nation, all of the people who support you. This is for you. We know if we do our job, we will get what we have coming to us, which may be an individual, a spot in the NBA or something. But while we are here, our focus is not that. It is to win and to make you proud. And it is just so heartwarming, and you cannot not be moved by it.
Brian, this reminds me of when Mark Stoops first took over. The cupboard was bare. The cupboard wasn't even there for Mark Pope. I mean, he had no players. And to do something like beat number 6 with guys that are learning the coach is learning them, and the players are learning themselves that never played together before, incredible.
It is. And the one thing that I love about this season is, you're right, there's nothing in the kitchen. I mean, he had to construct the kitchen. Might as well, to heck with the cupboard, we got to do the kitchen too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a total rehaul or overhaul. And he got pieces to fit what he wanted. It was not, we are going to get the shiniest brand new cars and we're going to go out and figure it out on the way. No, this young man can guard. He can defend. This young man is a great shooter. He's a defensive player of the year. He's a defensive player of the year. This young man he's got that attitude that every team needs. You got to have that one guy who's a little unpredictable.
Yep.
We need that young man. We need rim protectors. Let's go get that guy. He has pieced together what I call a mosaic, because they're just different pieces shaped oddly. 6 months ago, no one knew, as a UK fan, nobody knew the majority of these people. And look what has happened in just 3 games.
The difference to me is the players that were recruited by Calipari all came in dribbling a basketball. These all guys came in carrying their suitcase.
Well, you're seeing, which is and I don't know who looked it up, but it's awesome. Coming into this season, this was a UK team that had more college minutes under their belt than any team in the history of University of Kentucky basketball. But they had not played 1 second together. I mean, you think about that alone. They had more college basketball minutes between them, but they had never played 1 second together.
Nope.
after coming from the one and done era in terms of, hey, we need a 5-star recruit, a 5-star, the number one guy in the land. And we have what someone called it like a bunch of misfit toys. But boy, they misfits at all. They were a perfect fit.
What was the atmosphere? You were down there in Georgia. What was the atmosphere like, UK versus Duke?
Typical. It was. I'm so glad UK was the second game. I hope they did that on purpose, the people who were in charge of the event, because nothing against Kansas and Michigan State. I was there watching that one. Nothing against the atmosphere, because it was what you would consider a neutral site atmosphere. Then here comes Kentucky and Duke, and boy, did business pick up in a millisecond. It felt like that old proverbial, a powder keg is about to go off.
Yeah.
The place is covered in blue, black, white, because obviously Duke they have the same color scheme. You had people kind of eyeing each other in a respectful manner, like, we're Kentucky, we're Duke, we are about to get it on, because we all know what happened in 92. We know what happened in 98. We know what happened in 78. We know what happened along the way. There have been these moments that always seem to build up to the next moment. And it was like two of the biggest guys in the neighborhood. Well, we've been waiting. Here we are. Let's go. And, man, when it started, Duke jumps out to the early lead, then here comes Kentucky. You didn't know if you were at Cameron Indoor or Rupp Arena. It was just so balanced both ways. But the louder Kentucky got, they started to take advantage of that road atmosphere that always turns into a home game if there's enough UK people that can get in the building.
Wow. Well, Brian, can you hang on just a minute, and I'll pay a few bills, and we'll come back and talk about UK football?
Sure.
All right. My guest is Brian Milam, Sports Director, WKYT, Channel 27.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
At Bob Allen GMC, we are professional grade. If you're a business owner or self-employed, you may be eligible for a bonus depreciation deduction when purchasing any new GMC Sierra truck or GMC Yukon prior to December 31st of 24. For details, call Joe McFerrin at 859-236-3217 or visit Bob Allen GMC on Maple Avenue in Danville and shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Catch these savings at your Harrodsburg Napa. Evercraft 11-piece combination wrench set SAE polished chrome, $43.99. Castro GTX motor oil, 10W40, full synthetic, 5 quarts for $43.49. Xerox cooling system antifreeze, 1 gallon price, $13.99. Rain-X Latitude water repellency wiper blades, 24-inch, $13.49. Gear Up cargo mat, universal in black, $37.49. Your one-stop shop for savings is at your Harrodsburg Napa, located at North College Street. Don't forget to sign up for your money-saving Napa rewards.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? Our mission is to provide comprehensive banking products and services for our customers and to invest in the Kentucky communities where we live. Whitaker Bank is a reliable partner, guiding you towards solid decisions for today's evolving environment and for the challenges you may face tomorrow. We are committed to building long-term relationships with our customers and the communities we serve. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's here. It's open. It's what you need to get through your day. It's Starbucks, now in Harrodsburg, located at the Campbellsville University behind the clock tower. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Starbucks, it's the coffee for connoisseurs and the comfort for your daily tours. Starbucks in Harrodsburg.
This is Dan Yates, and I want you to join me for Breakfast with the Coaches as we talk Titan football live from the old bus station every Saturday morning this fall from 9 to 10. Tune your radios to WHBN 99.5 FM, AM 1420, or catch our live stream at hometownlive.net. Breakfast with the Coaches is brought to you by Farmers National Bank, Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance, 101 Business Solutions, Essity, Whitaker Bank, Campbellsville University, Harrodsburg, and the old bus station restaurant on South Greenville Street in Harrodsburg. Go Titans!
Thank you very much, Dan. It is 9:24.5. My guest is Brian Milam, Sports Director, Channel 27 WKYT. Brian, it's been a disappointing season, obviously, of the UK Wildcats football. A lot of injuries. Don't you think with where he's brought the program, he deserves a mulligan for this year, Coach Stoops?
I think any coach who has done what Mark Stoops has done, it's impossible, nearly impossible, at a place like Kentucky for football to not have one of these moments pop up, especially in the era we are in now when there is basically legal cheating with NIL. And I say that kind of facetiously, but Kentucky football has not been good over the decades after Bear Bryant without cheating. I mean, let's be real honest. There has been a lot of problems in the past with UK in the 70s with Fran Kersey, and then how Mummy got into some trouble, and it's just like, but my gosh, Rich Brooks helped change the trajectory of all of that. And then, but after 2 years, people were wanting him fired. And I thought, golly, what is wrong with people? You know, nobody would want to have that kind of an attitude about us personally. Well, Stoops, what he has done, nobody saw this coming. And, yeah, I think he does deserve a mulligan. I think all of us, none of us are going to be able to always stay at the place we are at. There's going to be some movement. But, yeah, I do. Everybody's going to have a down year. Everybody is going to have a down year. And this is Mark Stoops' down year. But, you know, it's not over. They've got to win 3 straight to go to a bowl game. It's not impossible, but the probability is astronomical.
Yeah,
that they do that.
Yeah. Well, and you know he has, and this is the SEC. If we don't forget, I don't think this year there seems to be more parity. You don't have those teams that are just running away with everything. They're more balanced, I think, because of the transfer portal.
I think no question. I mean, you can every off season it's free agency, and I saw something that I had taken a couple of years ago when Tubby Smith was at Memphis. Now that takes you back several years now.
Yeah,
and he said we had 800 people declare a transfer after the season. Well, that was a decade plus ago. Now it's got to be. I mean, that number could be quintupled because, well, I don't like Brian James John. See ya.
Yeah.
Oh, well, but you've only been here. Well, so it's just like Stoops said a couple of years ago. I am re-recruiting 82 kids at the end of every season. Why am I doing that? And the only way to correct all that stuff is when you sign your deal with the school, you're giving them at least 2 years. You can transfer, but you will lose a year if you do.
Yep, I see nothing wrong with that. A little.
I don't either.
A little. It's like when kids get in trouble. There should be, if they get in trouble at school, there should be in trouble at home as well. A little punishment.
No question. I mean, I don't know how this society got so soft over the years. But, yeah, if you do something wrong, you should be punished. If you break a contract, you should be punished.
Yeah.
Something has to look, I'm putting my neck out for you, and if you bail on me when I don't even see it coming, well, maybe you ought to pay back all the money we spent recruiting you.
Yeah.
There's just always trillions of ways of looking at it, but Stoops has had a tough year. And I really think if you go back and just analyze the whole show, he has done very well after John Schlarman's passing. The offensive line has not been what it was under John Schlarman.
Nope.
The quarterback play, with the exception of Will Levis in that first year, has not been good. I mean, the quarterback spot at Kentucky in the Mark Stoops era has been, what are we going to get this year? Nobody saw Will Levis coming.
Nope.
You put all of your money in Patrick Tolles, and he had a good career. It was good, but it wasn't I think some people compare him to his grandfather, Jim Bunning. It was a Hall of Fame career. It was a good career.
Yeah.
Drew Barker, coming out of Northern Kentucky. He's going to be the savior. A Kentucky-born kid. Well, he didn't pan out. Nobody has really lit up the world as a UK quarterback in the Mark Stoops era, except Will Levis the first year. Nobody, like I said, nobody saw him coming. That's a position that has to get fixed. And Cutter Boley, the young man from LaRue County who transferred to LCA, if he is the answer, take some time to figure out that answer because he's only been in one game, went 0 for 7 with an interception in passing against Florida, which was a tough place to beat with.
Most definitely. Well, I hate to cut this off. I would always love talking to you, but we'll have to do this again soon. And I always appreciate all of your insights. And you were so connected with everything with sports that we always enjoy having you back on.
Well, I always enjoy send me a text and say, hey, did you do Friday? Sure. Can you do Thursday? Sure. Whatever day.
Okay, well, we'll do that.
Phone call away.
Great. Brian, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Thank
you. Bye-bye. Brian Milam, sports director for Channel 27 WKYT. We got Larry Legend Sanders coming up when? Right after this.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Big Deals Online Store. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big discounts. Save 20 to 30 to 50% every day at hometownlive.net.
Cloudy today with a high of 54. Mostly cloudy tonight, low of 42. Mostly cloudy tomorrow. Gradually becoming sunny, high of 59. Partly cloudy Saturday night, low of 39. Mostly sunny Sunday, high of 65. Partly sunny Monday, high of 66. Right now under cloudy skies, we have 49 degrees in Harrodsburg at 9:31 and a half. And we say good morning to Larry Sanders. How are you doing, sir?
Fine, sir. A little cool out there
Yeah,
today.
it is. Are you ready for our interview?
I sure am.
All right. And we will get it underway right now. Larry the Legend Sanders, tell us about Craig Hendricks.
Appreciate you taking my call earlier today. You've got an impressive resume. A very nice website. I pulled it up. As busy as you are, all the accomplishments you've had, I'm surprised you have time to talk to us. And looks like Alabama's been good for you.
Doing pretty good down here. Good home base. And I appreciate y'all having me on today.
Well, have to thank Miss Beverly. She's, I've never met her. I was going to Georgia to meet her here not too long ago, and that was when the hurricane and everything came in, so that changed everything. But she has really, supplied me with some excellent talent. And of course, the radio, we've got to play some of their music, and Rick and I was just listening to some of your stuff. You've wrote everything that you recorded, or?
Yes. Record all originals.
Yeah, well, I'm old school. I really liked it because, it's just such a true story. And then, of course, Bars and Stones, I want to really compliment you on that one. It's a life issue that no one's ever talked about. Kentucky, we've got a lot of miners and people talk about getting disabled and black lung and things like that. But this is story song, which is what country music's all about a guy getting disabled and still struggling to make a living. That song should go somewhere. That's first class.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. There's a lot of me in that song.
Then, of course, after I got to the station today, Rick pulled up, I Want My Honky Tonk Back, and that was a cute song. You love the instrumentation, and another thing about Bars and Stones, the guitar in there, was just really unique. There was some good guitar picking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did a good job on that down in Covington, Georgia, at Tune Designer Studio. That's where Miss Beverly works right now, and it's where she takes artists in. And she introduced me to that crowd, and they are a top-notch bunch. Yeah, he read my mind. That guitar player, Daniel, he read my mind on that one. And
really?
He sat down with that resonator. He just really drew out the feeling on it, I think.
Yeah, well, it's because, there's so much. Of course, we do this once a week, with different artists, and we've had everybody from Gene Watson to T. Graham Brown on our show, and they all say the same thing. It's so hard to come up with something original. Just about everything out there has been wrote about. And, of course, even our tragedies, the wars and 911, a lot of people came out with songs about that. I'm stealing Rick's questions. One of his questions, he always asks, where do you get your inspiration? From events in your own life or someone else's life?
A lot of songs come from
from some form of personal experience. Sometimes it's in passing, talking with somebody and getting a story from someone who actually lived it. And then other times it's pieces of myself that are in those songs. I learned to empathize later on. I started off more of my own ideas and experiences and opinions. Learned to empathize, and then you pick up ideas in the doggonest places sometimes. I've gotten more than one song out of a Dollar General, believe it or not. You wouldn't believe some of the lines that you hear if you keep your ears open when you're out in public. I've gotten some good ones from them. It's always keeping an ear open and an eye open. I was actually playing in a little microbrewery. It had a little game room, and it had sofas and whatnot in it, and it was run by retired veterans. And I thought I was in the wrong place when the first time I came in, because they were talking about some kind of weird trivia, and I said, you really want country music in here? And he said, oh yeah, we love it. Actually, Red Bank, Tennessee, and I was playing over there once a month, and people started coming in, and they'd bring pizza in, and everybody sat around wanting just good country music, and that's one of the ideas that led to I Want My Honky Tonk Back. In fact, that was the first place I ever played that song as a joke, and they got a big laugh out of it, because that was also the first song that got me in on Broadway in Nashville, and first time I got mentioned in American Songwriter magazine, too.
Well, congratulations. I read your resume. Rick, I've been doing all the talking. I know you've got some questions.
Well, I want to follow up on something, Craig. The Dollar General. Have you written a song with Dollar General in it?
I have not written a song specifically with that in it. I've in some ones that imply it a little bit, which, I've got I wrote a song out from there. A fellow was talking about his breaking up with his girlfriend. Boy said, one of his buddies told him, he said, you really dodged a bullet on that one. And the boy said, yeah, I might have dodged a bullet, but she sure left some scars. And I ran home and I wrote that. I would imagine in the near future I'll probably have something with the DG in it somewhere along the way.
I think it'd be kind of cool.
If you approach them, you ought to approach them about being a sponsor.
Hey, why not?
Look what Rhonda Vincent did with Martha White. They brought her a bus. A Dollar General, I'm going to interject here something. The Turner family, they started in Scottsville, Kentucky. And from what I've been told, now, Mr. Turner was an old-fashioned storekeeper, and he was illiterate, but he knew, how to make a dollar. I had a real good friend that I knew from my other career that actually knew the Turners, and they opened them up, and they wanted to sell stuff, and they were real big on education as far as scholarships and things like that. And then, of course, some Nashville organization bought them and moved them to Nashville. But Scottsville, Kentucky is where they actually started out at.
I didn't know that.
I don't know. I haven't been there for several years, but there used to be some warehouses in Scottsville. You could still see their logo on the yellow paint. That was actually their distribution center like years ago. I'm a big fan of Dollar Store. I'll probably go there today. What I appreciate about them, they put them into small communities that can't have a Walmart or something like that, and they have just about anything you want.
They're pretty bright, because I've been all over the place, and it's the only store you'll see. You've been going out and across 5,000 acres of land in the middle of the night, and you see one light way up the road in the middle of the forest or out in the middle of a cow pasture. There's one Dollar General sitting out there.
Right. They go where the people are at. Our little county is about 25,000. I think we've got about 5. Well, they're building a new one now. Sometimes, they're not that far from each other. They know their marketing.
And you can get song ideas there. So
oh, yeah.
They give everything.
Jeff Foxworthy used to say he got a lot of his material at the state fair, just sitting on a bench watching people.
I bet he did.
What's coming up? Did COVID cut into your career pretty bad like it did most of us?
Did. We had a banner year planned. The first year, everything crashed. That was the song, I Want My Honky Tonk Back, was actually one I went and played down for John Taylor, who books in quite a few of the bars down on Lower Broadway. He let me come down there for a little while. I was in 14 states when everything got so bad. We still toured. Business-wise, I hate to say it like this, but it was a time where I did lose a lot of my business, but what I did retain, they treated me good. I'd have my own parking spot. I got to load in quick to the stage. They told me not to mix with the crowds. Had my paycheck ready. When you look at stuff like that, it was
nothing wrong with that.
Nice.
Well, people were just under so much pressure. They wanted to. I've read there was older people that never watched YouTube or used the internet, but their grandkids or somebody taught them how to do it during COVID. They got hooked on it. But it changed the whole world, and it just the ones I feel sorry for are the mom and pop restaurants and little things like that that just didn't have the budget that people like Southern Dollar Stores got to stay open.
well, it really disrupted everything, and music was one of the first things to go. And I don't know who got the bright idea that they'd be safer replacing solo acoustics with karaoke.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I brought my own microphone. Nobody else used it. They started replacing a lot of the music different venues did, and I think they're just now finding some life again. It changed the scene in the Southeast. It was very difficult to get anybody to come out and listen to music. Surprisingly, I go up to the Northeast, I'll have a room full of people. They still go out and listen to music up there.
Well, I'm speaking my own age. This past Saturday night, my wife and I went to see Trace Atkins. But the crowds, to me, I would rather go hear a little 5-piece, 4-piece country band sometimes than go to the arena and have the nosebleed seats and all and pay a fortune for a ticket. And of course, and I know being a musician, but I like to hear and I'm the same way on restaurants. I'd rather go to a mom and pop. I would a chain restaurant anytime.
Oh, yeah.
It's just something about the atmosphere and the service and I mean the talent. You were talking about Broadway. Years ago, I was in Nashville a lot in the early 70s. And I mean, it was just unbelievable. Some of that talent there with their guitar case open, playing for tips, and you may go a block and a guy playing a saxophone. It was just, the talent was just so good.
It's changed over the last several years, in my opinion. Well, I said the world's changed, but you got them down there now. Everybody reads off an iPad or an iPhone. That doesn't work real well for me. I like, I either know it or I don't.
If you don't, you improvise. That's what I do.
No, that's right. You improvise. I just didn't enjoy doing that. I like small rooms, too, better, small, medium rooms, people that want to talk to you. And same way, you catch a live act. Roy Clark would never change. Me and my wife called him a Hiawassee back some years ago. Being a musician, I knew where he was going to exit out at, and we knew where his bus was parked. So she always wanted to meet him, so I got her in between the door and the bus, and he walked over, and 20 minutes he sits there and talks to her like their best friend.
That means a lot. And
it does, but that's the what you had with the old scene.
Exactly.
And you don't find that as much now, although that's what I do. It's not economical to carry a band around if you're not on label. We look for opportunities ahead of time, and we look for places where we can find a band in an area. I do a lot of mostly solo acoustic because I like the intimate scene. It's just more efficient and effective now. It's got me in some strange places sometimes,
I'm
but
sure
I've enjoyed it.
Have you ever played any bikers bars?
I have, as a matter of fact.
They have chicken wire?
I haven't done the chicken wire, but I've been in a couple that might have needed it.
I'm 74 years old, and I've been playing music. I was singing on the radio, this same station that we're talking about when I was about 7 or 8 years old, gospel. Been around music all my life. I had to take a break for a while, but I said that's one claim to fame. I never played behind chicken wire, but it's a good thing. I've played some places that probably needed a bulletproof glass. We're going to have to take a break here, and all we're going to do is just...
Greg, I got you a line for the Dollar General.
Okay.
Down at the Dollar General, where they've added frozen and dairy, it's all cash and carry.
Hey, Mike, you never know, Mike.
Yeah.
Put that in there. That's a co-write.
We'll be back with more with Craig Hendricks and Larry the Legend Sanders right after these. As the cornerstone of a free society, the Mercer County Public Library serves the entire community as a center that meets learning and recreational needs through quality materials and service in an atmosphere that's welcoming and respectful. The Mercer County Public Library offers a variety of free materials and services, such as books, magazines, CDs, DVDs, audiobooks, newspapers, computers with internet access, programs, and workshops. To be in the know, go to your Mercer County Public Library, West Lexington Street, open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday 9 to 5, Tuesday and Thursday 9 to 7:30.
I'm tired of working on my old, worn-out farm equipment.
Hey, have you been over to County Equipment yet?
No, where's that at?
They're the guys over at Exit 48 off the Bluegrass Parkway.
Well, I can't afford to buy new equipment.
They got the biggest selection of used equipment I've seen anywhere.
Stop by County Equipment and check out their large selection of no-till seed drill, hay equipment, manure spreaders, and three-point attachment. Give them a call at 502-839-7373. CountyEquipment.com.
Graceland Air is everywhere. Your local HVAC company offers a wide range of services for their customers. An effective and long-term solution in both heating and air conditioning repair. Why should I call Graceland Air? They're committed to excellence in every aspect. Exceptional quality of service, honesty, high standard of integrity, and they service all brands. They are your York certified comfort expert. Call them at 859-339-7070. Go online to Graceland-KY.com. Graceland Air is everywhere.
Mike Gay here. At Essity, we're committed to making the world a healthier, more hygienic place, starting right here in Harrodsburg and Danville. We're hiring machine operators where you'll work with cutting-edge technology to produce essential products like hand towels and tissue paper. Our wages start at $20 per hour with benefits on day one and opportunity for growth. If you're a high school grad ready to make an impact, visit ESSITY.com/careers. That's Essity.com/careers.
The Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show is so back for its 13th year on the Hometown Radio Network, breaking down all the area high school football games from 6 o'clock until 7 Friday nights on WHIR and WHBN. Join us. We have a blast. We talk high school football. We even do the high school fantasy football draft. It's Central Kentucky's only pregame show. It's the Zaxby's High School Football Preview Show, Fridays from 6 o'clock until 7 on 103.9 FM WHIR, 99.5 FM WHBN, and HometownLive.net.
All right, we're back. Our guest is Craig Hendricks and Larry the Legend Sanders. Craig, if I may ask, when did you discover you had talent when you were young? How young were you, and what did you play back then? Were you in a band? Were you in school?
Well, I wrote songs. I wrote lyrical poetry in school. Didn't really know what it was. You know, I like to write all the time, and my father was an English major, so he kind of paved the way for that one. And I did enjoy music. I was the only grandchild who enjoyed music on my mama's side. My grandpa and his brothers would play in the old barn dances. So, you know, when I came along, I found the old guitar up under the bed and pulled it out and asked him to show it to me. And he pulls out a '69 Gibson Custom Dove, and he started playing. And when I got old enough, he'd hand me the guitar and show me chords. And there was a local gospel station, bluegrass gospel station, and he would make me listen to it and make me play. I would have to pick lead on it, and he would play along behind it. And that's where I started at. And I actually still got that guitar. My papa passed away. It was left to me, and I got chewed out by Jerry K. Green from stage one day. You know, he was on the Louisiana hayride back in the 50s. I told him about the guitar. I told him I wouldn't take it out, and he said, "Boy, somebody's going to enjoy it if you don't. And whether it might be after you're dead, but they'll enjoy it." But that's where the music started at then, and then writing lyrical poetry. And when I was about 9th grade, one of my poems, they were songs. They were. I just didn't know how to put music to them at the time. Got used at a college class in Milledgeville, Georgia, and that was my first entry into that. As far as early playing, wasn't all that good. I learned how to play an old Whitesnake song, "When the Children Cries," like one of those 80s hair ballads. And I learned it note for note by listening to the record over and over. And I went to a guitar store one day in Dublin, Georgia, and picked a guitar up, and I picked that song. And a guy heard me, and they hired me to be their guitar player. And they did not know, nor did I tell them, that was the only song I could play like that.
That's a good story. Is anyone else in your family musicians? I know you talked about your granddad and, you know, playing out. And
he was the only one, and I'm the only one now. I tried to pass it on, and then nobody really ever picked it up and did anything with it. So it's me.
That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. It just, you know, it amazes me, you know, the people we talk to. And, you know, we've talked to people that, I think it was one of Loretta Lynn's former coal miners. And he said, I put my guitar up for like 10 years and never touched it. And I said, man, how could you do that, you know, to have that much talent? But then when they do get it back out, they have more fun than they ever did. And I think, you know, whether it's singing or playing drums or harmonica, you know, it's a God-given talent. And if we don't use it, we'll lose it.
Yes, that's very true, I think.
And I'm sure, you know, you run into a lot of other young artists out there. But the thing that always amazed me, and of course, my family, a lot of them are really into sports, but people that have the talent don't have the passion. And people that have the passion sometimes don't have the most talent. So do you ever run into that?
I do. It's very, very true. It gets muddled nowadays, though. Everybody's got YouTube and everybody's got a cheap guitar.
Right.
And unfortunately, it really muddies the waters for the ones that have the passion.
Right.
And it's, it bothers me a lot, I guess, but it muddies the waters for me too as a professional. But I run into kids all the time. I love the kids with the passion, and some of them develop over time. You know, they find what they need. Those are the ones. If we can ever help one of them, we try to.
Exactly.
There's been a couple of cases where we helped a couple of younger people. I think they'd have found their way anyway, but I like to think that we sped up the process. We find passion, and I enjoy it. You know, you get somebody that enjoys this, they enjoy what they're doing, and maybe they have a talent for, getting in touch with people, finding that common ground in a song or a line. And folks that are listening to that, they got a little forgiveness for you if you're not the best at something. If you've got that passion and that fun, you're having that good time on stage, and you're really trying to make a connection.
Right. But, I've had friends, of course, that are deceased now. I won't call his name. But this guy could not sing a lick, but he wrote classic songs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, his timing was even bad. But how he could write a song, and I never came right out and asked him, but I said, he said, well, if they want to change it a little bit, they can, and because I know he would write maybe a waltz and somebody would turn it into a shuffle, which I love shuffle music, and I think you do too, because I could tell by the instrumentation on your stuff. And, but, he had the tunes and he could write the words and was, an award-winning songwriter. But his timing was bad, his voice was terrible, and his guitar playing was even not that good. But he could write some hits, and it's, but at least he shared them with somebody else. That's the good thing.
It is. And I've met a few lyricists. I met some that could barely make a chord, but boy, they could weave some words together.
Right, wordsmith.
They hear it in their heart,
Right, and so many musicians, we're fortunate enough in our little experiment. We've been together since 1999, but, and we're just, a bunch of old guys that have all, had our day. And, but it's just unbelievable. If the bass player don't show up, the guys say, well, which you need worse? You need a bass player or drums, and the keyboard player may play drums, and there is just so much talent on the local and regional level out there, not counting the people that's really made it,
Oh, yeah. Well, there's so much talent hidden. I used to love to go to bluegrass festivals, and you'd find the best talent sitting around the RV park. A lot of the best talent wasn't on stage.
Oh, well, and I know, I hate to repeat this because I know Rick's heard it several times, but I was in an event, no music, just an event with Ricky Skaggs one time. And I was telling him about a little thing that we were doing. And have you ever met Ricky or been around him much?
I actually have met him, talked with him.
Well, anyway, he calls everybody Hoss. And we were eating, like cocktail type food, and he poked his finger in my belly. He said, Hoss, he said, let me tell you something. He said, I'm one of the lucky ones. And this was like on a Wednesday. He said, I did the Opry, Saturday night, and I've made a good living. But he said, I don't care if you've got a flat top sitting on the porch steps of a country store. If you're entertaining people, he said, that's just as important as what I'm doing. It's just on a different level. And I have never forgot that, because that is so true. And to think, because he used to be one of those people. He's an old Kentucky boy. And, because it's just so important, regardless of what level you're on. If you're entertaining people, music's a universal language, and that's what it's all about.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Who is on Craig Hendricks' bucket list that you would like to play with?
Oh, gosh. I'm a bit old school. I mean, I'd love to play with Alan Jackson. I'd love to play with John Anderson. Some of those guys would be definitely on my bucket list. Used to deer hunt with John Anderson when I was a little boy. As far as a new one, Cody Johnson probably, but I don't have that many of the new ones on my list anymore. I mean, Colin Ray, some of those,
talented.
Yeah, and had those story songs and with such emotion. Steve Warner, same way. But yeah, I'm a mix of the old and older.
Well, I feel the same way. My favorite artist growing up, I loved Farron Young, and of course, Farron, he'd get in all kinds of scrapes and it'd be in the newspapers. And my dad said it's all right to sing like him, said just don't act like him. Never met him, never got to see him in person, but I loved his music, and because it was just the old shuffle, walking bass and steel and honky-tonk piano, and that's what I noticed about, some of your songs, and long as, keep doing it as long as you can, and I hope the big success comes for you because you've got some good stuff there.
I appreciate it. We have been blessed with being recognized at times, and we weren't really trying to when it came up. I think I've come to the conclusion that when you try too hard to be recognized, that's when you get your feelings hurt, and you tend to not be where you think you want to be. But when you're just doing it, when you're doing it because you love it, it's nice when people do recognize it. But I don't look for it anymore. But we've been blessed. I got recognized as a songwriter several times. Every time it was a surprise. But I've been in some categories with some hit writers, which made my day because I've never had a hit cut.
You should have.
Well, I appreciate that very much.
Craig Hendricks, where can they listen to some of your music? Where can they find it?
Well, you can find me at CraigHendricksMusic.com, but you can find everywhere there's a stream and download, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, iTunes. I'm there.
You are, as I said earlier, you have a very impressive, I went to your Facebook and your webpage, both, and you've got a new fan. I signed up in your fan club today. And, but when you see Miss Beverly, give her a hug for me. And we really appreciate, what she's doing coming out. Now, do you make your home in Alabama or Georgia? Or?
I'm in Northeast Alabama. We're on the West Brown Lookout Mountain.
Right about that. Pretty country,
It is.
And right down there in Hank Williams territory, I guess. And,
right above Fort Payne where he drove through.
Right. Yeah, of course, Alabama, they've put Fort Payne on the map too, haven't they?
They sure did.
Do they still have their big holiday thing, or
they actually renewed it? They have a June Jam thing that they started again about 2 years ago, I think it was.
Right.
And they have their fan days every year, and it draws the crowds.
Well, I knew, of course, I didn't know since Jeff had died, and I knew Randy's, still out there, and I got to hang out with them for about 5 minutes one time at a hotel in Lexington. But they were, like you were talking about Roy Clark, they were as nice as they could be. And there was people standing in line behind me, and they was letting people take pictures. And they were actually had their suit bags trying to check in, but they weren't in that bigger hurry. Of course, they were, we were going to the concert that night. Anything in closing? We got about a couple of minutes here before our time is up, and you'd like to share it with us? Or?
I just appreciate a lot y'all having me on. I thank you a lot. I do have a couple of new songs that were released while I was on the road before I got back home. One is, both of them recorded with Miss Beverly, South of Perfect, which is kind of one of those hope, working on yourself type songs. And the other one is called It's Gone, which is about the family losing the family farm, which happens to us. They're out there right now. Y'all just follow me, find me, say hi.
All right. If you ever get to Kentucky, you let us know. If you ever get in Central Kentucky, we'll bring you in and have a live interview with you. All right?
Oh, I'd love to come by there. I'd love to meet you.
All right. We're just a small town, the Rooster. And we're fortunate, I'm speaking for myself now, to still have a hometown radio. If you want to put a yard sale on, you can call them up and they'll do it, and you can't do that with the networks.
No, you can't.
Well, listen, we sure appreciate it. Keep in touch with us. We'll be talking again.
Sure appreciate y'all, and God bless.
God bless you, Craig Hendrickson. Thank you. All right, Larry, I've got 3 names for the DQ ice cream cake: Betty Foster, Olivia Wolford, and Sherry and Gary Irvin. Would you pick a number 1, 2, or 3 for me, please?
Number 2.
Number 2, Olivia Wolford has won the DQ ice cream cake, courtesy of Dairy Queen, courtesy of Larry Sanders Lips. Thank you, Larry. We'll talk again next week. I see my time is up. Thank you very much for your time. God bless our troops. God bless America. God bless you. God bless those hurting and suffering. God bless Ukraine and Israel. May the most you want be the least you get. This is Radio Rick. I'll be back with you again Monday morning at 6. Hope you can join me then. Ashley Blake and the Wild Man this weekend.
Broadcasting on AM 1420 and now FM 99.5. Now the news.
It's 10 o'clock. NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. The trial of an illegal...